Alrighty, well, hello and welcome to New to the Party. My name is ZX, and today we are plus a new member, but minus a long-standing member who will be back next game. Also behind me is God wandering around.
God!
So, hello. I also wanted to start off right away and thank you to Forgebreaker for hosting us. We are actually here ready on time. Just about.
Woo!
We've got our...
And Nerdle.
We have our... I'm sorry, say that one more time. Oh, Nerdalopedia. Oh my god, thank you very much. So we have our brand new overlay supplied to us by the lovely and talented Kimages, who is one of the co-founders of this year's Shindig, the Welcome to the Party Place Party? Welcome to the Party? Yeah, I think, yeah, that works.
Oh, that is legit.
We said party
Right?
so many times.
It's looking pretty good, I think.
I'm just not looking at it like, oh wow, that's great.
We even have, like, extra special little spots for, I know, right?
Yay,
Right?
Leech isn't by me!
No, he's not. No, Brick is near you and Leech is over elsewhere.
Leech is by Finn. Oh no.
Yes. So where we left off last game, our party was visited by something similar to... Oh my good golly, thank you very much, Judo, for hosting our stream as well.
Thank you.
So, where we left off last game, we had our party visited by something that is related to, but not necessarily exactly the same as, a Nothic.
Cute little eldritch horror.
Yes, in the form of a strange little girl with no emotion who actually eats emotions and had a lovely chat with our group of friends. However, to start off with, we do need to get Jage all caught up and into the grouping. This will not take too long, and I do want everyone here to watch and see how it happens. Mostly because I think everyone's going to want the backstory. So, without further ado, we're going to get started. Now, guys, do try to keep your comments to a minimum, although I do understand as well that, Shakes, you are currently in a fun altered state. Due to personal medical complications. And we have Cubit and Moogs on standby to provide, let's say, I don't know, legal guidance? I don't know, we'll see. So,
You don't want that from me.
I mean, you're something of an expert. By the way, was that a health potion you just picked up there, Moogs?
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to be doing a
Properly
job.
choked on it. Would that be like the height of irony, choking to death on a health potion?
It would, in fact. Alright, so, Jage. And I think we settled on Thothic, right? Or no,
actually,
what is your name? Yes.
Thotham.
Thotham, yes.
That's the birth name, but that's not really the name that I would go by.
Okay, what do you go by?
Silent Fist.
Silent Fist, yes. Alright, so, Silent Fist. After having made your way back to your own people, due to backstory that we know and that other people don't know but will come out as you choose to dole it out, you decided to leave your people because you simply were having trouble getting back into the rhythms of your culture. So you made your way into the world, and along the way, you found an opportunity. Help settle new frontiers in the Empire. All are welcome. And rather than bother taking the time to roleplay, you eventually saying yes, you said yes. And so you signed up and joined. You found yourself a part of a massive caravan of well over 2,000 people, traveling to parts unknown, or at least unknown to you, and certainly unknown to most of the people there. The man in charge of the traveling party is a short, gruff dwarf who manages his own forge. There are a number of different skilled artisans, scholars, performers, as well as quite a lot of just regular farmers. You make your way through basically all of the entire imperial countryside, seeing weather patterns shift and change as your latitude changes and altitude, before eventually you find your way to a tunnel that leads you through a mountain. The tunnel is an ancient dwarven structure, and at the end of it, the door opens into what we now see is the basin in which the entire game world that we've been playing in resides. You make your way towards the town, towards the village, that still doesn't have a name, does it? It's just a numerical designation, even now.
Yeah.
And as you get there, the people around you shift and move and start setting up shop, and you can see that the town has been through quite a lot. There's damage all over the place. Buildings are torn up and roofs have been tossed aside or destroyed. Walls blown out. What looks like it used to be the town hall has a large hunk of stone from some other structure that apparently crashed through its ceiling, through its roof, and into the base of it. But people have been working to build a wall sort of surrounding the stone. Rather than mess with the stone itself, they've simply altered the structure to incorporate it. And you are eventually greeted by a fairly busy man wearing all black, who is the epitome of unnoticeable, aside from the fact that he walks right up to you out of the crowd, picks you out immediately, and walks to you with a purpose. He is about your height, and you are quite tall, but he is certainly much slimmer of build than you are, and he walks right up to you a little bit closer than is entirely comfortable, and says, "Hello, are you Silent Fist?"
I am Totham Silent Fist Duna Kaliti. Who are you?
I am Mayor Elswick. I am the lord of this town. I'm glad that it is you and not some strange imposter. We have business, you and I. Well, more specifically, you have business for this town. As part of your charge, you are here as one of our guardians. The rest of our people are out in the field right now, dealing with something fairly, well, dangerous. However, also possibly quite lucrative for the group, as well as potentially useful for the rest of us. We won't know too much until they get back. However, I do feel that it is of the utmost importance that you make your way to them as quickly as possible. Therefore, I have outfitted, one of the newly arriving mages has given me an item that will help you to meet up with them very quickly. And what he hands you is what looks like a scroll case, except for the fact that it has 2 buttons on it. Each button... Thank you, Cubitty! It has... and also thank you, McCoolman. I missed that. Thank you.
Yay!
So what he hands you is... it looks like a jeweled scroll case. It is scarlet and gold, and it has 2 buttons that are made out of emeralds. One is an emerald, one is a ruby. There we go. And he says, "All right. Click the green one to go to the group. Click the red one to come back. Got it?"
I have to ask Elswick, why do you know who I am?
It is my job to know. You'll find I know a lot of things as long as they are part of my job.
But I don't trust you.
That's not a requirement for this transaction.
What if I don't want to go?
Then you will find yourself to be in breach of contract, and then, my friend, you and we will have words, and you will not like them.
Okay, PC question.
Yeah.
Or out of character.
Yeah.
Would I know my purpose of coming here? Or was it completely?
Oh,
it was just
yeah.
random, right?
I apologize. So you do know your purpose for coming here. You were sent here to protect the caravan and then the town.
But
right?
I didn't know who I was meeting.
No, you did not.
Correct. Okay. All right. I knew I was coming here for a purpose, but I do like risk. The green button takes me to the party,
Yes.
then I will do so.
Fantastic. Here you go. Oh, there is a message inside of it for them. Please make sure that they receive it.
I will take this message to them,
Thank you. And he
and
hands
I'll
you.
take the scroll from Elswick's hand, and I'll kind of just look at it, then I'll look back up at him. Can I read this message now?
It's really meant for the group. You can read it with them.
Then I shall go.
Thank you.
And I will. We're kind of separated right now, right?
Say again?
We're separated right now, or are we near a building of some kind?
Oh, you are in the middle of what looks like it will eventually be the town square, but currently it's just grass and weeds and dirt.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of wander off a little bit out of the view from people, if that's possible.
Sure. Also,
And-
why do we need...
Okay.
Well, welcome to the party. Was that useful? Okay, sorry. I apologize. Continue, JH.
It's okay. I would wander off, out of the way of everyone with the scroll,
Okay.
and we'll give it a go. Press the green button. The green jewel.
Okay, that's perfect. So I will describe what happens to you in just a moment, but I do have to point out that there is Spy Guy Yoda, because of our Saturday game, and also some of my comments here, and my general disparaging attitude towards bards, has sent me this beautiful mug that says, "Bards are awesome."
Yeah.
And I couldn't be more, I don't know, pleased, I guess, is a word that I could use to describe this thing.
Do.
I'm definitely going to drink coffee out of it, and I'm going to hate every moment of it, and I think that's exactly what he wants.
I think that's how you're supposed to drink coffee. I don't think anyone really enjoys it. You're supposed to hate it.
It's actually, honestly, it's one of the prettier mugs I own, frankly. I don't own a lot of coffee mugs, and this thing is pretty cool, so...
I have so many.
Anywho, so you push the button and you feel... Okay.
Yeah.
It tingles. It tingles to the point where you're not sure that it's not pain, but you can't tell. Like, have you ever eaten something and not been sure whether or not you like it, and so you just have to keep eating more of it, and you still can't figure it out whether you like it or not?
Or whether you know if you're having an allergic reaction or not.
Right, exactly.
You just keep eating it.
Yes, it's like that, except a full body experience.
Oh wow.
Kind of like touching an electrified paddock fence.
A little bit, yeah.
You have to do it again.
A little bit, yeah. You, your entire body sort of crackles with energy as sort of a blue electric webbing encircles you, and you leave with a snap and a crackle and a pop. And you pop.
Rice Krispies!
You pop here. And if you're in Roll20 right now, you should all be able to see the... Oh, and the little girl, the Nothic, has wandered. I'm going to put her up in a bush, but she's not actually there.
She's just watching us.
Roll perception.
She actually scurries off that fast, right? Oh, that was creepy.
And so you pop in where you see yourself. Does everybody see the campfire and everything? Jage, can you see all that?
Yep,
Yeah.
I can see it.
Okay. So, Jage, you pop in, and what the rest of you guys see is this, like, electrical blue webbing sort of show up, and then something fills in the center of it, and it's a fairly burly something. And then the webbing pops away, and you see a complete and intact dude. And I will actually show you guys, I will share with you the art that we are using for said dude. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I can do this. Just needs
What's the duration of time between the Nothic going away and him popping up?
I see.
Remarkably short.
Oh, that's burly. That's
Yes.
an 8-pack.
That is.
Jordan, you have- they're
Now,
all
I want to
exhibits.
point out, though, that the art there depicts a person who is much prettier than this guy actually is.
Is he wearing the same amount of clothes?
Probably less,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. He's definitely that muscular.
He's just wearing belts.
Yes.
He's the Final Fantasy character.
Belts.
He's certainly that muscular, but his face is all fucked up. He's clearly broken his nose 2 or 3 times. He's got what might be the beginnings of a cauliflower ear. He's got scars and what you think are hopefully healing bruises, and not just permanent
Is he
ones.
taller than me?
Oh yeah,
Is he?
yeah, he is. He's almost a foot taller than you. You're about 7 feet.
I'm about 6'7".
Okay, yeah, he's
This is
like
8 feet. Yeah.
yeah, he's like a comfortable
Oh.
foot and change taller than you. I don't understand what I'm saying. Okay,
I don't know what we're all screaming about.
there must be some other.
There's other shenanigans amiss.
Yeah, clearly. Oh. Okay. I think maybe. Anywho. Keep the inside jokes outside, please. All right.
No, they're outside. I
So,
found them.
anywho.
We have improved your art selection.
You said he wasn't that free.
Yes, that's almost entirely perfect.
You
You're
do
the
not.
worst.
You do not know how much willpower it has taken me not to draw a cock and balls. You don't know.
Oh no.
Okay, well, now I'm taking your toy away.
I only gave him angry eyebrows, which I think are entirely appropriate.
Oh my god. Focus, guys. So, just a little bit. So,
This, by the way, I don't mean to interrupt. This would be terrifying if I didn't already know this group. I'd be like, yeah, no,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
out.
Okay, so he is standing there and holding a scarlet and gold scroll casing in his hand, and the scroll casing has a small plume of smoke rising from what looks like a cracked gemstone in the side of it.
I am trying to make myself look taller.
Are you okay?
Quick question: did I land? Did I fall, or did I just materialize standing?
You just materialized. You are right there standing.
Okay.
Unless you want to do a 3-point hero landing, but
No.
okay.
We won't go that far. I would just say that he would, Silent Fist would actually be like, oh, like from the feeling, like not understanding what this is.
Sure. From this point forward, generally speaking, rather than say Silent Fist would or Silent Fist says, just do or say the thing.
Sure.
Yeah. So, if you would scream a little bit.
Ah!
There we go.
I'm like, and clenching fists and just kind of not knowing what's going on.
Friendly throws her fists up.
Okay, that you can hit.
Glory gets out her mouth. Ah, what? No.
Trying to look tall. Hair all puffed up. Like, don't like it. It's taller than me.
Think big thoughts.
You're on the opposite side of the fire.
Who are you?
Still big.
Who are you?
Who are you?
We asked.
Who are you? You're in our camp.
Who is your leader?
Point to glory.
Me.
Point to glory.
Look at Glory. Look at Brenly. Who leads you?
I lead myself.
Oh,
Glory points to the horses.
You're
Um,
not
About
wrong.
the town.
I need everyone but Jage to make a perception check.
Okay.
I see nothing.
Okay.
I'm still recovering from trauma. I don't see anything.
Okay,
Except
Moogs,
fire.
you have previously seen Lord Elswick's personal seal. You also see it on the scroll case.
Wait, how did we get here so fast? Are you at the village?
The village. Tell me, yes, the village. This scroll. That's how. What do you know about the village?
It's our village.
Is it still there?
From where I just came, it was there, and hand over the scroll over to Moogs.
Oh, good. Good. And after, Glory's gonna look at this scroll. She's gonna smell it. Does it smell like cinnamon?
It does.
Oh.
Okay, this is from Elizabeth. And open it and read it.
Okay, the scroll reads, Party! Hello, welcome. The Grey One wrote this. It's good to... Well, I'm not seeing you. But regardless, it's good to communicate with you. This here is Silent Fist. He is a new addition to your crew. Please treat him well, or at the very least, treat him as well as you treat each other. Whatever that means to you. Sorry, the scroll does not stutter.
Glory stutters.
He brings a variety of skills to bear that I think that you may find useful. He came in on the most recent shipment of citizens to our village. When you return, you will find that we have grown quite a bit. However, do not return yet. There is a castle, one of several castles, as you know, that lies in a swamp. It is imperative that you get there as soon as you possibly can. I have received word that it has grown more active than the others. To this end,
Ah,
and knowing that you are deserving of rest, but do not have the opportunity to receive it, this scroll case has a one-way teleportation. You may use it to return home as a group when you find that it is time to do so. In order to use it, everyone must hold hands. Then press the red button, and you will find yourself home.
why?
Thank you, Elswick.
Great, a wet place.
Huh.
This message intended for you.
Then rolls it up, packs it away. Is it still nighttime?
It is nighttime for a little while longer.
Okay.
You've got probably 3-4 hours left.
Well, all right, big guy. Welcome to the party.
So this message was intended for you.
All of us, I think, were like... I'm tired. Are you tired? I'm gonna go to sleep for a little bit.
Yeah, that Elswick guy. Yeah, he was writing to us. It's fine.
He likes
Probably that's the boring one that we like, so we'll take it.
Well, the note did say the grey one.
the boring one that we hate.
But I would have pictured him more as like taupe.
I just kind of like not about the conversation, just not understanding what's they're all talking about.
Yeah, you're not meant to. All right, so big guy, what's your thing?
So I walk up to closer to Brenly.
And I like
She's tiny.
step up a little bit. I'm 5'1".
say,
I got this.
I am.
Probably a lot.
I just walk up to Brenly and say, I am Totham Silent Fist, Duna Kaliti. And then I turn to Finn, who it looks like is the next closest.
Yep.
And I just say to him, I am Totham Silent Fist, Duna Kaliti.
Finn introduces himself and nods.
And then I walk up to Brick and introduce myself as Totham Silent Fist, Duna Kaliti.
Brick seems really happy that you included him. And he says, I am Brick. Nice to meet you. And he holds out a hand that is only slightly larger than yours.
Okay. I put my hand out and I just shake the hand. Next up, walk over to Leech. I am Totham Silent Fist, Duna Kaliti. Does Leech have any reaction?
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you.
I'll walk up to Glory. I am Totham Silent Fist, Duna Kaliti.
I am Glory. Nice to meet you.
I'll shake Glory's hand.
And then I'll give him a piece of bacon.
And I will walk all the way up to Metzi and look at Metzi and say, I am Totham Silent Fist, Duna Kaliti.
As he walks up to me, I am walking backwards, so there's at least 4 feet between us at any time. It's like, nah, and I just look at him.
And I'll just walk around over to the other side of the fire and
Still
just
avoid
sit
him.
down.
Okay. Yeah, and you can move you should have control of your token. So you can
I
click and
don't-
drag it.
Not yet.
Oh, you should. Let me fix that.
Friendly like pats the ground next to her. Suddenly an ally against the cat.
And Metzi's walking a bit. I'll just point like, that one is Metzi.
It says that you can. You sure?
Yeah, I just need to click and drag it, right?
Yeah. You're the gray one?
You have to have your cursor on the select and move versus pan view.
It's got to be an
Then-
arrow, not a hand.
Yeah, no, I have an arrow. Let me refresh it. Maybe that'll help.
Well, I was going to say, actually, have you refreshed it yet? Because there's something else I can try first.
It's refreshing now.
Okay.
Yeah, that didn't fix it.
Okay, hang on.
He's gone again.
Hang on.
He's
All right.
back.
Try it now.
Nope.
That's weird. Hang on. I have... What I will do is I will remove and then re-add. Save changes. Try it now.
Mm-mm.
It also doesn't have a name
on my
plate.
side.
Yeah.
So none of you can move your characters?
No, I can move. He just-
We hand.
Oh, they're
We're
saying I don't have
oh,
the nameplates and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
our icons have names under them, and it
Yeah.
doesn't.
And he doesn't have a health bar.
Oh.
He's invincible. Yay!
Perfect. That's exactly what we needed. Thanks, Elswick.
Thanks. I'll speak.
Why?
Why?
This is what we get for starting on time.
I know. Like, I've got all the things here that are clicked that I'm... Hang on. Let me hit...
Meanwhile, ooh, hi.
All right, my sheet just popped up.
Oh. Okay.
Or, yeah.
Do it now.
Nope.
You have got to be kidding me.
Now I disappeared.
Ah,
He back.
Now I'm back.
No, I know. I don't understand why it's not.
So when I look at Silent Fist, is he
Show-
just a really big human, or
Oh, hang on. I got it. Represents character. Fothum.
I can move him. Yay!
Bar. I had to change something about the token. Sorry, it's been a little while since I had to do that, and I forgot how that part worked. HP. Okay, save
HP source.
changes. Cool. Awesome. You should be good now. Huh. So, for anyone watching on the stream, the way Roll20 works is that you have to not only give the character sheet control over to the player, but you also have to give the token control to the player individually. So they're two separate things, even though it's tied together, and you have to also make sure that the token is properly connected to the character. And I had not done those things because it has not been for several months now that I've had to, and I forgot. So everything should be good now. And what a long nameplate. We might have to find a way to alter that. Okay, so everything. I assume that from this point you guys are going to pass your evening. Yes?
we only have like 4 hours left of night, then yeah, Gloria's gonna just go back to sleep as much as she can.
Okay. You guys are remote enough that things are pretty calm. Finn will offer to take the rest of the watch, but there's really nothing coming towards you. And yeah, so you wake up in the morning, and I should have made mention there was a small map thing that fell out of the letter as well. All it is another copy of the overland map, except with a big circle drawn around where you're supposed to head.
Subtle.
Yeah.
I'll give the extra map to whoever wants it. I'll throw it at Bren.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I ripped the one map off of Elsrick's office.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have 2.
Just ruining the day.
Alrighty. So ignore where it says you're going right now, because actually you're going here.
Loon.
Okay, so you guys are on the overworld. Now, the place you are supposed to go next, what has been circled, let me see if I can draw shape. Alt for circle. Okay. Red.
Like the paste of my enemies.
You're supposed to go there.
Red rum, red rum.
So if you zoom out, you should be able to see the red circled keep. Can you all see that?
I
Yeah.
take a moment
Yes.
to admire the fact that Elswick can draw a perfect circle.
He can.
Of course he could.
Of course he can.
Well, so in my head canon, which is not actually the same as the game's canon, because there are things that I like to imagine that don't actually make it into the game. But
Yep, go to the next.
Elswick went to the same bureaucracy school as as Hermes in Futurama. So for anyone
Perfect.
who is a fan of that show. But yeah, here's what I propose to do for you guys, for the purposes of making this move a little bit smoother. While sometimes the journey is the point, sometimes the journey is just a lot of fucking walking. And while I very much appreciate what J.R.R. Tolkien did, I think that, frankly, quite a lot of what he did could have been made better by the addition of, say, scooters or, a motorcycle or two. So, rather than have you guys roleplay the entire, month-long walk, and it's actually not a month, it's much closer to, a week, but rather than have you roleplay, the week-long walk from where you are to where you're going,
We have horses.
And a wagon.
And you do have horses and a wagon. Can we just agree that you guys are able to get there now, and we'll just have you be there and say
Yay!
that
Yeah,
a
love that.
week-ish or less than like 4 days because of your whatnot can get you there?
Yeah, we're there.
Okay.
Yeah, go
sweet.
on.
Do we have enough food?
You do have enough food. You guys all have a month of food on you. Or you did when you started. It's been about a week and a half. This would take you about another week, like a business week, to get there. So you'd still have about somewhere between 10 and 14 days left of food.
Metzi doesn't eat much, so we're good.
Friendly eats a lot,
We
but
might.
we have teleportation back, so.
Do. So we have to hold hands with the horses too.
Yes.
Yes. How about
Oh.
this? Try it when you get there, and we'll see what happens. Okay.
Perfect.
Hey, if we get stuck, we can always eat the horses.
No. I'd eat the
Yeah.
cat before I ate the horses.
And there was much rejoicing. Yay.
Um,
Okay, so
shit.
where did your guys' token go? Oh no, that's right. I deleted your token in favor of this other thing. Or I didn't delete it, but rather I put it. Okay. So I'm moving your overworld token. Boop. You're in front of Swamp
We're
Castle.
there!
So on your way to Swamp Castle, you find yourself rolling through a swamp. The swamp is gross.
I am in the cart. I am in the cart.
Yeah, that's and I don't think anyone will blame you. The only person who like freely and happily is outside of the cart is
Let me guess, it's Leech.
oh, totally Leech. Leech is like swimming in this stuff.
Shocker.
Even Brick gets like, haha, pardon the pun, but bogged down once or twice, just because he's so big and heavy, and he comes across like a number of little holes, basically, that he can't really do very much about. He has to like get winched out by the carts and the horses. It's a whole thing. So my question to you, because I don't know what you guys can see. So
Black right now.
Black.
okay,
Darkness.
so I want you all to zoom out.
I had dark vision.
So I want you all to zoom out. And the
I am
reason-
fully zoomed out and it's black.
Ah, it's gone.
Okay, hang on. Is it still black?
Yes.
Yep.
Where?
Okay. So I want you guys to try to move to the lower left.
I'm zoomed all the way out and can't move either direction.
And you can't see a damn thing, huh? Okay.
No.
Let me see what I can do.
And what do your
Yeah.
eyes see?
It's black all the way around as far as I can tell.
So this is the first time I've ever tried to play with dynamic lighting. And
Ooh.
I may have just broken everything. So, hang on. Let me see what I can do. No. Ah, damn it. Okay.
Can anyone else hear a thumping or like a tapping?
Vaguely?
I hear it in the background somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, good. I'm
what
not
happens
going
if
insane. That's
I...
fine. That's fine. Just checking.
Okay, what about now? Can you see anything now?
Nope.
Black.
What about now?
Black.
What about now?
No dice.
Black.
Now I see
Hey.
it.
Ooh, the whole
Gray
dungeon.
squares.
Oh, spoilers.
Okay, right, and so that's my issue. So hang on. Let me see if I
Look
can...
away, everyone.
And zoomed in on the lower left. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm zoomed
I was gonna say,
in.
zoom in on the lower left, and let me see. I mean, if we have to play
I
with
got-
spoilers, we can play with spoilers. It's not the biggest deal ever, but
I got like gray squares and then a little bit of green square.
okay. Now, how does it look?
The same. I haven't zoomed out. I mean zoomed
Yeah.
in. I mean moved.
Yeah, all the things are still there.
All the
Yeah.
things. Okay. And now?
Black.
And black.
Darkness.
God damn it!
Can't zoom out anymore.
How about now?
Black.
Still dark.
Do the character tokens have sight? And also there needs to be a light source, according to Kale Cat.
Kale Cat.
Caillou?
Okay. Let me see. I thought that the players were supposed to be light sources. Is that not the case? Kale Cat, do you know how to make a player a light source?
You have to make
You
a slide
can
source.
make them a light source.
Okay. Let me see here. Maybe it's under...
Aziz, light.
Ah, emits light. Aha, aha, aha.
Aziz,
aha.
where is the light? Thank you, Aziz.
You emit 15 feet of light. Save changes? Brenly, do you emit light now?
That's a personal question.
From where?
What?
And no, everything's still black.
It comes from Metsy's pocket dimension.
No! No, stop that! Stop it! No! No!
So what I see on the Roll20 wiki for dynamic light is the token has sight checked in their tokens advanced tab.
Ah, okay.
I've got my
So,
dark vision right now.
are any of you guys lit up at all?
No, there's like two more things on here. I'll read to you.
Okay,
All
please.
players see light is checked on the light source token advanced tab.
Uh-huh.
Fog of War is not blocking their token's vision.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Okay. Anything?
Black.
I don't see anything.
Well, for me it's lit, but everything's still like showing.
Wait, everything is showing?
For me as well.
I've just got black.
Oh my god, I hate this. I hate this so much. Because I had this really cool thing. It was gonna be really cool.
I still think it's cool.
I think you're cool.
Aw.
No, you're cool.
Oh! Oh! I see things now. I see grey squares and some little green bits. Because I'm in the bottom left corner.
Okay. Okay.
Like, I have like 8 squares on my zoomed out vision. And then like a teeny little bit of green square on the edge.
I know it says Spy Guy Yoda, which is an excellent name, by the way. But when I do a quick look like this, all I see is Spy Gouda.
It
And I'm
is
like,
what I get for being fancy. Metsy, can you see more than you could see before?
No, I can pretty much see exactly what I could see before. Which is grey squares and then some green squares. With bushes in.
So the green squares with bushes, like you should be able to see yourself?
Not unless you... because I don't know where I am in them. Oh wait, there I am.
You're
Yeah,
right at
I
that.
can't zoom out anymore, so character tokens are like this big.
Well, okay,
I
but you should
found
be able
me.
to zoom in on you now?
No, I mean I can't. The character tokens are like huge. Hold on. Oh no, wait. I was scrolling the wrong way. Sorry. Yep. No, I found it. I found me. I'm fine. Sorry. I was zooming in and I thought I was zooming out.
So, Mooks, can you do me a favor? Can you just refresh and see what you see? And I apologize for anyone who's watching and wondering why this is so boring. Technical difficulties are, in fact, a hallmark of our show as we try to work through these problems.
Everyone's learning.
Yes.
That's why we're new to the party.
I can't believe I was scrolling in and I was trying to scroll out.
The entire map is revealed with no fog of war.
Why? Why is it that you can see some of it and... Fog of War enabled. Advanced Fog of War. Whatever. Let's try it now.
Oh.
Ooh, I see only myself.
I
too.
see black with me in the middle.
Yeah, I can see my token.
Before
See my
the
tokens.
black did not show my token.
My token is not emitting light, but the entire map is black, which I'm assuming is fog of war.
How about now?
Same.
Same.
Is global illumination on?
Yes?
Turn it off.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if that'll fix it for them.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Let me try...
The tabletop only redraws the dynamic light after a token has been picked up and placed elsewhere, so maybe we gotta move them.
Okay, that might be... Hang on, let me see if I can just move everybody. Okay, I moved you all. I don't know if that did anything.
I'm still all black screen.
Yep. Except for my token.
Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this stuff out some other time. So I'm gonna need you guys to just kind of be polite about it. You can see stuff. That's fine. It won't affect all that much. I was trying to do a cool thing. I'll do a cool thing some other time. This is not the last time I will do a cool thing. It just means that everyone gets to see the entire dungeon, which, to be honest, if this were, like, tabletop, you'd be able to see to some degree anyway. So, can you all see everything now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will screw around with all of the dynamic lighting stuff later. I apologize, stream, and anyone else for not being able to deliver on the super cool thing I had planned, but that is okay. I will try it again. I remember Thrak had quite a lot of issues learning dynamic lighting to begin with. I thought, as egotistically as I often do, that I could figure it out in about 20 minutes, and clearly that is not the case. So, that is fine. It's fine. It's all fine. So, that being the case, you guys show up and you are outside of the dungeon. Yeah, thank you, Kale Cat, for your understanding. So, you find yourselves outside the dungeon. You are outside of a ruined castle. The entire thing is just crumpled inside. And you see moldy and rotting cloth banners, one of or all of which have the symbol of a chrysanthemum on them.
Ooh.
Um,
Ah.
yes.
Yeah, I remember this. I wrote this down. Yeah.
Thrak! So there is a symbol of a chrysanthemum on the fallen banners, and there is a door, and the door leads slightly downward into what would have been the basement, or, lower layer of the castle. The upper layer is just completely inaccessible, but the lower layer seems to be available. There is a door. It is old and rusty, wooden, reinforced with metal bands. The door is latched closed with just a simple pull bar. You can see the pull bar on the other side of the door through a gap, but you do not currently have access to it. And with that, I leave you to decide how to enter.
Really quick, I cannot move my character token again.
Okay. Nope. Hang on. I know how to fix that.
Just giving you practice.
Actually, it's because I put that on there ahead of time, or it should be. What? Why? Why? Hang on. Controlled by Jade.
I'm guessing we actually recognize that it's chrysanthemum, and we're not just looking, ooh, pretty flower.
Yeah, you 100% recognize it for what it is.
Okay.
Gloria sees pretty flower.
Cool.
Oh my.
Okay.
Gloria takes one step towards the door and gets her maul back and gets like, I'll open this. And then she stops and remembers the trap door and says, hey Finn or somebody, do you want to... and points at the door.
Oi.
Learning.
we don't-
She's
we
learning.
still don't-
And steps aside.
Do we have anyone who can check for traps? What have I got anything? Trappy.
Cough, cough, new guy, cough, cough.
Can you
I'm a
check-
locksmith, and then walks right up to the door.
There we go.
You want to go in here?
Yes.
Do we want to go in here? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well,
And
we
then
would-
I want to take a look and see if this is a lock that I've seen before.
Yeah, this is a lock that lazy people use when the real lock is broken.
Cool.
This is pretty easy.
Yeah. So I'm totally going to go into my little sack of things and pull out some lock picks and thief from my thieves tool.
Now, there are two things I want to point out here. One, there is a process to checking for traps beyond unlocking the door. So, a perception check must be made to check to see if there is a trap. Then, a thieves' tools check must be made to get rid of the trap if there is one, and then a second thieves' tool check to open the locked door. That is the full process if there is a trap. If there is no trap, then it's just a perception check to see that there is no trap, and then unlocking the door. So,
Okay. Well, Silent Fist would probably not check for a trap.
that's also
You
quite true.
fit in well here.
So, make a thieves' tools check.
And I just click on thieves tools on the
Yep,
sheet, correct?
should be.
Jawohl.
And dexterity, correct, is the attribute?
Yep. Sometimes it will be strength,
Okay.
because sometimes it's a matter of breaking the thing instead of carefully unlocking the thing. But yeah, oh, good golly, a 17 handily beats the door, and you manage to fiddle a thing around and move a thing, and then everyone hears a mechanical unlocking, or rather, a mechanical thud as the bar is pulled out of its position, and the door creaks open.
And I'm just going to step away from the door there and take one step back.
Huh.
There you go.
Thank you very much. That's very great. cracking the door open a little bit, looking inside. Is it dark?
Yeah, it is. It is very dark in here. Although you can see a faint light coming from somewhere around a corner.
Can those of us with dark vision see? We
Those
have-
of you with dark vision absolutely can see just fine.
I'm still gonna light a torch and just hand it to Bren.
There goes the dark vision.
Yes, your specialness has been removed.
Well, yeah, because you get if someone lights a torch in the darkness, you can't see as well.
All right, so you guys need to determine the order that you will be heading in. It is just not wide enough for all of you to operate. Blah, blah, blah. My words just left me. It is not wide enough for all of you to go 4 wide, right? So you'll need to choose who stays and who goes, or what order you go in, etc.
I'm gonna just softly call back to Brick. Brick, stay back with Finn and make sure he doesn't get dead.
I was already going to. I don't like it in there. It's small.
He can fit through the door, right?
Yeah, he can, but he doesn't want to.
That's fair. Just, sit outside of it like Snorlax.
Yes. So Brick and Finn will happily stay outside. Finn doesn't really like the unnatural feel that he's getting from it. And Brick is perfectly happy to stay not in the small cramped space.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you guys are comfortable with the order, you can move freely within the... because you can all see the bounds of the thing. So it's up to you to decide whether you want to scout or not, who is doing scouting if you are, otherwise who is leading, start walking places, etc. Move yourself, say, 2 or 3 squares at a time, just to show progress, and then I will tell you when to stop.
I would have moved that far into there and just
Okay.
kind of very gently peeked beyond the corner.
So you peek around the corner, and you can see another corner a little ways down.
Okay.
Make a perception check.
There it is.
Oh,
Seems fine.
It's fine.
I'm trying to be stealthy. FYI.
Okay, roll stealth. Okay.
I'm not succeeding, but I'm trying.
To be fair, you don't actually know how stealthy you are.
Yeah, that's true.
You think that you're pretty stealthy. You certainly feel stealthy for a white cat in a darkened hallway.
Big white cat in the dark room.
Yep.
Well, with that
With
perception
a
roll,
torch. I would have been fine without a
Bren
torch.
has the torch.
True.
Which cast? Hi.
Leech, by the way, is as far... Well, no, actually, you can all see him. He is behind you. But this definitely seems much more like his element. He is skulking quite well. If you didn't all know he were with you, you're not sure that you would know he was there at all.
Most of the time, we don't really notice him anyway. He just kind of poof.
Yeah.
I make a point to try and notice him still.
You know what? That's a good point. Before we get too far into this, for DVD Riff 33 has asked what
We did
classes.
skip the intro, didn't we?
Say again.
We did kind of skip the intro, didn't we?
Yeah, we did skip the
Yeah.
intro. Typically, we have a whole thing, but we kind of went. We were so excited by
I got
starting
you
on
so
time.
excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
So let's just quick go
I
around.
just can't hide it.
Oh my good golly. Starting with Shakespeare.
I know. Sorry.
Name and class, please.
My name is Metzi, and I am a Tabaxi Warlock. Ta-da.
Woo! Cubit. Nope, you're muted or something.
You did.
While Cubit is figuring that out, Moogs.
Still can't hear. Hi, I'm Moogs. I'm our tiefling paladin Glory, who has disadvantage on stealth checks. This is gonna be great.
Newcomer Jage.
Well, I'm Jage, and I'm newer to the new party. And is it still a mystery what I am?
Yes, a bit.
And my class and my race, correct?
Your race, I think people can suss out.
Okay, I am a Goliath, which explains the 8 feet tall.
Whoa.
Hey, and we can hear
We can
Cubit.
hear you now.
You're
Hey.
so much taller than me.
Haha.
By like a foot.
Yeah.
No, I'm 6'7". 8 foot
Oh.
is a foot and a bit.
Yes. Anyway,
It's a foot and a bit.
Cubit.
That's me. I play Brenly, the human spider, who is 5'1", and therefore several feet shorter than our new Goliath friend.
Tiny.
So when he opened the door and she reached up to pat his forearm, that was like her version of patting him on the shoulder, because that's as high as she can reach.
Alrighty. So
Can she even reach his forearm, or did she just pat his butt?
the forearm dangles down.
Yeah.
He might have had his arms crossed. I don't know.
Well, then I wouldn't go for the butt pat.
Any hoozle. Let's
Don't touch.
move forward. And then DVD, just to let you all know, or to let you know and anyone else who is unaware, we are level 5 right now. Oh my good golly dangles, yes. All right, so moving through the hallway, Leech is following through the hallway. Weirdly enough, as you guys are going through the dank and slightly leaky hallway, hewn out of stone, Leech seems visibly relaxed in a way that you haven't seen in a while. This seems like home for him. And he keeps, every once in a while, you can see him sort of staring at a bit of filth or a small leak, almost wistfully.
That is deeply unsettling.
Good. Should be. Okay.
Everything about him is deeply unsettling.
You're standing behind him. You're watching him the entire time.
So,
Deeply
I know.
endearing.
move freely
I don't want him behind me.
until you would pause.
Doing the same thing here, just peeking
Okay.
around the corner. And I am zoomed in where I can't really see you.
Well, that is okay. I mean, you can see generally what you can see. What you see is what looks like a cafeteria or a bar, perhaps. It is populated by kobolds. There's a kobold bar back. There are kobolds who are eating and drinking and generally just chatting and carousing. Their conversations are in Draconic. Who understands Draconic? Okay.
I do.
So you can hear them discussing things like guard rotations and who's being a bitch to whom, and when they get breaks or why they haven't been paid in 3 weeks, things like that.
I will quietly.
Kobold drama. Sorry. Anyway.
I'll quietly relay that to whoever's behind me.
That's me.
Oh, and Leech is there. Perception check, Glory. Okay.
My bonus is 0.
There is a thing there that you cannot see. It is on the map. You cannot see it. Sorry, you just can't see it yet.
No, I can't. So I'm gonna move my window.
Yes. I wonder, can I... Hang on, I want to see if I can... Is there a way for me to make it...
How appropriate, too, that I can't see that.
I know. I'm trying to see if there's a way that I can make it so that at least certain things are not visible to you, but I'm not seeing how to do that right now.
I haven't moved my window, so I can't see whatever you're talking about.
That is okay.
We can see the bar.
I believe you can make like a black box to move around.
Yeah, I can do that, but I wanted to see, like, I've already got the tokens placed where I want them. Whatever. I'll mess with it next time. This is the first time I've actually made a proper dungeon crawl for you guys. Believe it or not, out of 5 levels, this is your first one. So, yeah. So, this is learning
the
a
other
new...
one.
Oh,
Yes, the other one melted.
I have an annoying question, but that's
Yes.
slightly because I'm medicated. Is a bar back the same thing as a bartender?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Just confused me for a moment. Okay.
Okay.
I've never.
Yes, Toxis being a dick to Sothis after the divorce. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Ray. Okay, so the kobolds are there, and it is up to you to decide how you would like to proceed.
And if I'm not mistaken, we were told what they were saying, right?
Yes. And kobolds, by the way, just to remind you guys, are about 4 to 5 feet tall. They are red scaled critters. Some of them have sort of mottled black scales in with their red ones as well. You have dealt with them before. Leech particularly hates them. But they are there and just chilling.
Do I see how many of them there are?
Yes, you see that there are 6 of them at the moment.
Would I see that one that's right there, though? From where I am.
No, but you can hear that there's more than you can see.
Okay. Turning around. I think there's 5 of them, maybe more. I don't know. Oh shit.
Okay.
I love Bren so much.
If Brenly is
It's
going
taken
to...
way too long.
Okay. Wait.
That's
And I'm actually gonna go to grab Brenly to stop her from going around that corner.
Okay.
Thanks.
Right.
Finally, someone with sense.
Well,
We'll see.
you say that.
You didn't check your traps.
So, Thoth, what are you doing?
Neither did you.
I want to tell Brenly that I want to see if I can sneak up to see if there's anything else that we don't hear.
Okay, I retract my previous statement.
Brenly, what do you say?
I like sullenly go back around the corner.
Okay.
And now I would like to proceed with that plan.
Okay, so
Shuffle
are you
back
going
over the
to
door.
roll stealth? Are you attempting to be stealthy?
Yes.
Then give me a stealth roll. Perfect. You're fairly sure that you are stealthy.
Okay. I am going to
Welcome
go ahead
to
and
the club.
sneak up to here and
Okay.
see if I can try and see anything, and hopefully I'm still stealthy.
Okay, as you walk up to about there, several of the kobolds are continuing to chat amongst themselves. This one here that I am illuminating, or highlighting, stops eating. His eyes go really big. He drops his fork. He's staring right at you. And then he yells, "Oh my God! Get him! Bad guy! Right there! Bad guy!"
Eloquent as always.
And then all
I'm
of
just-
the kobolds turn.
And I'm just gonna say, I'm Thotham Silent Fist Thuna Kalipi.
Like, okay, that didn't work. Let's go.
Okay, now I will need all of you to roll.
Roll initiative.
Yes.
But remember, pick
yeah.
your token first.
So I need everyone to roll initiative.
Fuck.
I think I broke Shakes.
Just a little bit.
Okay, it happens.
Where do I click that to roll?
So you'll see initiative towards the top center-ish of your sheet. Make sure that
yep.
you have selected your token before you hit initiative.
Token. Select token.
I'm winning.
Every time
Yep.
he
I don't-
says that, I hear I am Inigo Montoya. We've killed my father. Prepare to die.
It's not that far off.
Hello.
He's just very polite. Okay, it looks like I've got everybody.
Or like I am Groot.
Wait, how
Probably
did
more
Glory
like
get
an I
ahead?
am Groot.
How did I?
Every time with the hand out.
How did what? Sorry?
Oh no. When when Silent Fist had been sneaking around the corner, I also was moving my Brenly token, like she kind of was creeping behind him around the corner.
Sure.
And then suddenly Glory had also moved, and I was like, "How did Glory get in front of me?"
Okay. Okay, so Thotham, you go first.
I want to imagine Silent Fist's stealth is like Drax in Infinity War. It's like,
I'm completely invisible.
I move so slowly that you cannot see me.
All right, so we're ready to get this going?
Yep.
yes.
Yes.
So tell me
All
what
right.
you do.
Apparently.
Welcome to the party. First in initiative. Woo!
Aww.
I move there,
Okay.
and I am going to proceed to rage.
As well you
Yeah.
Yes! Oh, I love barbarians.
should. Okay, so you rage. You are raged. You are enraging. What do you do?
You are
I am-
raged now.
I am going to grab. Actually, let me correct myself. I want to shove that kobold right in front of me down
Okay.
as my attack.
Okay. And this being your first attack of the round, are you doing the special thing?
I will do, and then I will use my extra attack, my level 5 extra attack.
Okay. So first, give me a strength roll to see if you shove him. So just click on strength. Yep. And it is contested. 20. Somehow he still manages to beat you. So you shove him, and he like moves back a bit, but he's able to keep his base.
Okay. And let's see here. I will just go ahead and do my extra attack.
Okay. Are you pulling your weapon out to do this?
Yes. Oh, I do have to pull my weapon, don't I?
You just gotta say it. You all have quick draw, so like
great sword, yes.
Okay.
Pull my great sword.
So
so I just click on that, right?
Yep. Okay. A 10 will hit him, as he is currently out of his armor. So go ahead and roll your damage. Oh my good. No.
And
No.
Click on great sword.
Yeah. So in the dice rolly thingy,
yeah,
click where it says great sword underneath the number 10.
Oh, in the chat. Got it.
Yeah. Yep, there we go. And so what that'll do, that's how you like give us the damage that actually comes out of it.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah, so you do 12 damage to him, which is enough to slice him in twain. Actually, let me give him a little I am dead marker instead of just deleting him. Bleh. Ah! So you cut him in half, and he is just split down the middle and dead.
All right.
And that is the barbarian's entry to the room. Kobolds now all go, and they are upset, but they're caught somewhat off guard. And so, let me see here. This one will 1, 2, 3, 4. He can get to you. 1, 2 can get to you. This one. Okay, now I actually do have to delete the dead guy because.
Bye, dead guy.
Yep, because that one can get to him. And
No corpses for Leech.
1,
Rest in paste.
3. Okay. So 3 of the kobolds will attempt to attack you with their forks and knives, and 2 of them are throwing mugs at you.
Rude.
Fair.
A little bit of a food fight, huh?
A little bit. So we're rolling for the attacks against you with forks and knives first. So 1, oh shit, hits you. 2 misses, 3 hits. Good golly. And then the ones who are throwing mugs and such will miss and miss. So there are 2 small hits against you. One is for 3 damage, and one is for 2 damage. And because of who you are, if you want, you could do the thing that reduces it.
I
further
do the rage already, right?
Yeah, your rage will cut these in half, and then you can do another thing after that, but you don't need to, because it also requires a rest to re-up.
No, yeah, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Yep. So that being the case, then damage. Okay, so you take 3 total. You take 3 total damage.
All right.
And that is the kobolds go. And Metzi.
Okay. Seeing these idiotic people running into battle, I'm just going to strike out the first thing I see in front of me. So I'm going to cast, as my bonus action, I'm going to cast X-Blade's Curse on that guy. Like, pinging him.
Okay.
I'll just throw that up. And then I'm going to hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
Do it up.
As my action.
You hit him, because he's just wearing a t-shirt.
Yay! Yay!
Give me damage.
And that includes my my Hexblade's curse because I fiddled with my sheet.
He is
Yay!
knocked backwards into the table and is dead.
Yay! Fuck that guy. I'm not gonna bother taking any hit points back because I'm at full health, so that's kind of pointless.
Brag, brag, brag.
Thank you, Lydia.
What? What just? Oh, hey! Thank you, Castle Mac Lydia.
Aww.
Thank you.
Woo!
I love Lydia.
Brenly.
Huh? Oh, yes, that's me. Okay. Time to smash. Although I guess I'm less of this now anyway. I'm okay, oh wait. Yeah.
Oh yeah, kobolds are super squishy.
The dead guy, right?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Can I be on the dead guy?
Yes. I will simply remove the dead guy. Or, no. Oh, hey, I don't have to. You're on top. Fantastic.
Standing on the dead guy.
On a
I'm
table,
like, yeah.
on a dead guy.
Put my boots in his paste.
And what are you doing?
Oh, I'm swinging my sword. One hand, I'm using my shield at the little dude.
Okay, I got robot noise, robot noise, robot noise, cute smile.
I heard like the word shield, maybe.
She's swinging it one-handed at the kobold that she highlighted, but she rolled familiar. So.
Thank you, Metzger.
Oh my goodness, thank you!
Oh my goodness!
Yes, you get an advantage at some point.
Oh, yeah. I will mark that down.
It will
That's
it
awesome.
will come in handy. It will.
I still got inspiration.
So,
Through
Brenly,
lucky
am I
box.
understanding that you are... Okay, so you are attempting to kill a kobold, and you're also guarding our barbarian friend with your shield, yes? Okay. Unfortunately, you missed your attack with the kobold, but you are a fighter at level 5. I believe you get another one of those now? Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh.
8 damage.
Ugh.
It is quite dead.
Excellent.
It's so squishy. I love it.
So he is now dead, and Leech's turn.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Leech will come here. Actually, Leech will come
Hey,
here.
buddy.
And then
I see you.
Leech will get to there, look out, go, oh, you don't really need me for this. And we'll walk back. One space. Glory.
Maul out, running to there, taking a swing on them. I believe I can hit him.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that one is also now dead. Splatch. And now we go back around to the top with our barbarian friend. What will you do?
I am going to run around this bar table here.
Use those
This
rippling
guy.
pectorals.
And I am going to just go ahead and do one first attack with my great sword.
Okay. Yeah, that... Good golly, that hits.
Wow.
And it is quite dead.
Awesome.
And is that your turn?
Let me see here. So, question: Can I actually move an extra attack? Because I still have extra attack, but can it be on a different target?
So it depends on... Yes, it depends on how much move you have left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can only move one more square. So you can, like... Oh, no, you have more move
I have
than that.
40. I have 40
I
moves. So
forgot.
that would be exactly 40.
Yeah, do it up. Yeah.
So I'm going to move here. I'm gonna run back around that bar table.
Show me how you're doing that, because that would be too much. You can go over the bar table.
I can use half to go over, correct?
Yeah. Well, you can just make an acrobatics, frankly, or athletics to just like jump it. Because the fact of the matter is, so remember, each of those squares is 5. So you can effectively.
Oh, I moved 25, so I couldn't move the other 20. Okay,
Right.
I got you. I see. So I can do a athletics. You said to hop the bar.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Do it up. 12 is enough. It's a little messy. You kind of like knock a bunch of shit around and you sort of half roll over. It's not maybe as smooth as you want, but it gets you there. And you are. I will place you. You end up here.
On the bar.
No. Here.
Cool. I'll use my extra attack on that kobold.
Okay. Yep. Give me damage. Okay. As you hit the kobold, the kobold was in the process of yelling, "Release the hat!" and it dies. And it is now dead. But you hear a low growl from the hallway behind you as bloomp, we now add the Displacer Beast into the combat.
Oh gosh.
What the fuck is that?
It's
Looking
a cat.
It is a cat.
What?
Do we know what kind of cat it is?
Fat porn cat?
It
What?
is.
Why does it have tentacles?
It's a hentai cat.
It does not,
Oh my
strictly
goodness.
speaking, have tentacles. Okay.
Those
mean-
tentacles. It's even got like the sucker things that squid have on the end. The
That is true.
tentacles.
Yeah, they're like squids. Yeah, I see it. Like,
God, what
Um,
did Loki fuck to come up with that?
All sorts of things,
So
really.
many
I mean,
legs.
what didn't he, in all honesty?
drugs in the 80s.
That's a good answer.
The 70s or 80s.
Well, okay. He wasn't like Zeus, okay? Loki didn't put it about that much. Zeus put it in everything that moved, including some things that didn't.
Okay. Anywho, and I appreciate the hell out of the vamping. So
Ah,
what is happening is you now have a Displacer Beast. So it is basically it's like an 8-legged panther made of muscle and sinew. It does have 2 weird tentacle thingies coming off of its shoulders. And it is very difficult to keep your eyes on it. Every time you look at it, it seems like it shifts slightly to the left or to the right. Whenever you try to focus on it for any length of time, it just it like moves from your view a little bit. And it is moving in, and actually, it gets to go now. So that being the case, it will attempt to attack the barbarian that just took out the last of the kobolds. Bloop. And so it is going to attack you with its tentacles. Flip. So it is a D26. And that is 1 hit, and I'm gonna do the second attack just to see if that hits. Holy shit, same exact roll.
Did not.
I mean, it could, but it didn't. So that being the case, then we're gonna roll some damage.
Don't kill the new player.
I'll try not to too much.
It's mostly dead.
which is partially alive.
Now I want a little chocolate-covered pill.
Me too.
Okay, and as it whacks him, it does it once for 13 and a second time for 15. As the
What?
two tentacles come down and boom, boom, just bludgeon and pierce, because they do both.
That's screwed up.
Now, you take half of each of those, so you're going to take 6 and 7, respectively. And that is the Displacer's attack. Okay. Metzi, it is your turn.
I am going to move up to here. My full 30. Look at Glory and be like, what the fuck is that? And
I
then
don't
I'm
know.
It's got. What is that? And I'm going to hit it with. I'm going to cast Hex on it
Okay.
with my bonus action. I'm going to attempt to cast Hex on it. Are you going to let me look at this time? There we go. What am I casting this at? Oh yeah, 3. There we go.
Okay, and there is no saving throw for that, right? It just happens? Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, it is hexed. Now what?
Now I'm going to hit it with an Eldritch Blast. Because I'm one trick pony.
Okay.
I am rogue.
It's a real good trick, though.
Okay.
However, and I should have let you know, you have to roll with disadvantage because you can't see it well. So roll again.
Okay, hold on. I'll just roll that again.
Sweet. It looks like you hit it both times, which is fantastic for you guys. So go ahead and roll damage on the first one.
Okay.
Okay, so it takes 19 damage.
Ooh.
And what's really good about that you guys don't know, although you know now, when Metzi hits it with their spell, it, for a moment, you can all see it clearly where exactly it is. Brenly, attack without disadvantage.
Okay. Well, I have to...
My hex gives it disadvantage on an ability check made with the chosen ability.
Yep.
Can I give it disadvantage on dexterity? I don't know why.
Yes, you
I think
can.
This would work, but my brain is saying dexterity.
That's totally fine. Yep.
Okay. Don't know if that helps at all.
Well, okay, never mind. I don't think it matters. Okay, yeah, then I'm gonna run up and swing at it, and I get 3 swings.
Yep. That is a miss. That is a miss.
Good gravy.
That is a miss.
Darn.
I mean, what are you...
Wiggly
even-
little devil.
Yeah. What are you even rolling? You're rolling like a 7. Roll better than a 7.
I would like to.
So you get up and you just whiff, whiff, whiff. And it looks really good, but you don't hit it. Leech will... Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can get to there. He will cast a Healing Word as a level 2 effect on our buddy. / roll 2d4 plus... it should probably be less than that, but for now, heal 15. So, voomp.
Nice.
I think it actually should be 11, but I'm going to say it's 15 this time, and next time I'll do it correctly. So, heal 15, Jage, and then it is Glory's turn.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna run up onto the bar if I can.
Okay.
30. Do I need to see if I can check the clock on the bar?
You're going to be one behind. I was thinking about it, and I realized that climbing up there would basically just count it as difficult terrain.
Yep, makes sense.
But only for the one turn until you're up there, and then it's difficult terrain to get back down.
Okay, just knocking bottles out of the way, like, and then just taking a... Yeah, just taking a big old swing at it.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Roll your attack. Definitely hits. Roll damage. Okay.
Swinging again.
Yep, do it up. Hits. It definitely did not like any of that.
Hold still. I think my eyes are broken.
Thotham.
All right. So still raged. I am going to use reckless attack, which is not the one that gives me the exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
So on my first attack, actually, I could put that right in chat, right, just so we can see what it is.
Yes, please.
So I am on my first attack going to take a slice at where those tentacles hit its shoulder, if that's possible.
So targeted damage doesn't really happen. You'll just end up hitting it, but
Just hitting it there.
But
Okay.
telling me where you're trying to hit it is good if you say kill it, because then I know how it dies.
That's where I'm aiming.
Okay.
All right. So my first attack is with advantage. So I rolled twice, correct?
Yes. And neither hits.
Okay. And I get to my second attack. I roll twice again, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
But it is no longer reckless.
Okay.
Or no. I'm a liar. The second attack you just roll once, because it is not reckless. But that first one is enough to hit it. The 16 does the job.
Okay. Okay.
No crit. Oh.
Yeah, sorry, no crit. But don't forget, it does still get advantage to attack you until the next turn because you opened yourself
Quick
up.
question.
Yep.
So, since I'm using a melee weapon and it's still on my turn, it still doesn't have the advantage?
So, reckless attack, so reading what it says, when you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly, right?
Right.
Using strength. Oh, during this turn. Oh, no.
Yeah.
It totally does. Okay, so
So I think you just have to choose it during the first attack.
No.
Right.
Yeah, you have to choose to do it during the first attack. Sorry. Rereading is good. So, in fact, you do crit and roll the crit damage. So,
Sweet.
Yep.
Love it.
Okay. So you do 9, 7, so 16, 17, 18 damage to it as you hit it good and hard. It is not down, but boy, oh boy, is it not looking happy. It's got cuts and gashes and bruises, and you're pretty sure you guys probably broke part of its shoulder.
Is it bloodied?
It's beyond bloodied, yes.
Yeah. I remember the word.
The displacer beast sort of rears back, and you can see it briefly shudders, and then as it does that, it becomes difficult to see again.
Rude.
It will then take a swipe at the barbarian, who's the one who's definitely...
I throw my shield up.
Okay, so doing that does what again?
It imposes disadvantage, so I think it would maybe just cancel out the advantage.
It does, yep. So it's just going to be a regular attack. That...
Oh.
So it's going to crit.
I said not to kill the new player.
And then let's see what the next one does. The next one does not hit. So let me roll damage.
Bad tentacle cat.
And it's
Very
going to be
bad
that
tentacle cat.
plus that. Okay, so you're going to end up taking only 8, or you're going to take a total of 16 because the damage is halved coming in. So you take a total of 16 damage.
Done.
And the cat will do nothing else because it does not want to take 3 attacks of opportunity in order to get away from you guys.
Oh, come on.
So it's kind of stuck. Metzi, it is your turn.
3 guesses what I'm gonna do.
Macahuedel.
Go on.
Are you gonna hit it with a Macahuedel?
No.
Are you gonna?
Fairy fire?
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
You gotta Eldritch. That was gonna be my next guess.
It's still hexed, so I'm gonna throw that in there.
Okay. Roll damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, okay.
I roll good when I'm high.
Oh shit,
This is great.
it was supposed to be with disadvantage. I'm sorry.
Okay, I will roll again.
Even higher. Come on.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
All right, so awesome. So the 18 damage applies, and it is, I mean, it's still up, but it is rough. Metzi, are you doing anything else? Are you moving or doing any other thing?
I'm gonna move like that.
Okay. Alrighty. And then Brenly, it is your turn.
Get you some earrings. Do it.
I want them. I want it so bad.
So bad.
Whoosh.
Hey.
What's the least amount of damage you can do?
Exactly.
Uh,
I don't even know. I guess 5. No, 6. 6, I think, would be the
Okay.
lowest I could do with everything.
so that right there is not enough to take it out.
Cool. I have 2 more swings.
Yeah, I was gonna say roll your other attacks. That will probably do it. Roll your damage. Yes. Okay. So as you swing through it, how do you want it to deadify?
I really want to slice off the tentacles.
Okay. So you sort of take a flying leap at it with your
Like through the spine.
your tiny frame, and you slice off both of its tentacles, and you end up on the other side of it in a 3-point landing with your sword raised, and the tentacles flopping to the ground as the thing falls over dead.
I love it. I'm so happy.
And the Displacer Beast is dead. As it is dying, it sort of and it just flops over. And before anyone continues any further, Leech is going to walk up and touch Thotham.
Like on the knee.
Couldn't have phrased that any other way.
No,
He's just gonna touch him.
he's going to touch him on the ankle, actually. He's going to poke his ankle and heal him for 19.
Nice.
Um,
Did the tentacles.
and you guys are out of combat.
Do I see any bottles of fire water near my feet?
No, you guys broke what there was. There might be some stuff underneath the bar, but you'd have to go a-looking.
Investigation check?
Sure.
Okay.
Nah, nothing.
And the barrels behind me?
You think one of them's an oversized spittoon?
Ew, I don't want that. Okay. Sorry.
Fuck.
No post-fight drinks for anybody.
We should probably be sober while we keep doing this. Maybe drink on the way out.
I just want the tentacles. You guys can have the alcohol.
Of
I didn't
course
see
you
any
did.
bottles anyway.
Leech will walk up to Thotham and say, "Hey, that was pretty good."
You are pretty good.
Aw, shucks.
Yeah, staring at his abs, but not at his face, and say, "That was really good, thank you. That's a really cool sword."
Both I'm down
The
at,
connotation with you looking.
I look down at my abs and I look at my sword and then up at you.
Are you cold?
What's cold?
You look cold.
No, I feel hot.
Yeah, he does. And walking down the hallway.
Okay. Leech will follow at the rear.
Thank you for that.
Okay.
We're good. Okay.
Okay. I need perception rolls from the party.
Wow.
Whoa.
I barely perceive Leech.
Okay, both...
Oh, dear.
God. Both the barbarian and the paladin hear what sound like bubbling, something boiling maybe, but definitely the sound of like water bubbling in glassware, and every once in a while sort of an almost electrical zot, and then a bit of muttering. No, not there. In the Alembic. No, don't, stop, you'll explode it. Stop it. I said stop it. And that's what you hear coming from around the corner.
In common?
Yes.
Okay. Chloe's
Sounds
gonna
like my
say,
sister when she's talking to her kids.
Toss her in the... Okay. Walking up to there, peeking around the corner.
Okay.
To the south.
What you see is an active alchemist's laboratory, full of strange devices and vats of things that are either boiling or freezing or just sitting still, maybe fermenting perhaps. It's difficult to tell exactly what everything is doing, and there are two ghostly figures standing at tables. One is poring over a book and directing the other one, who has a series of small bowls filled with ingredients and is trying desperately to measure them and put them into water in a very specific fashion.
What does it smell like?
Strangely, it smells antiseptic. It doesn't smell like much of anything. It smells a little bleachy, a little burnt.
Like hospitals, then.
Yeah, a little bit like a hospital.
So it has been established
Although there is
multiple times that... Oh, sorry, no, what?
Sorry, there's a slight undercurrent of sulfur.
I was going to say that it's been established that Brenly is anosmic, but
Yeah,
she
makes
definitely
sense.
is sitting there, like, trying to sniff. It's got nothing.
I think Glory would definitely pick up on the sulfur more than any of the other things, even if it's faint, right?
Yeah.
And seeing all of the thingies. How far can I throw things?
Fairly far. It's partially dependent upon the roll, but generally speaking, assume about 50 feet without too much trouble.
Does anything there look flammable?
That would require you to make an alchemy check, if alchemy is a skill still. Otherwise,
No. Intelligence?
Arcana or... Hang on, sorry, I had to smoosh an ant. Let me just double... Let me quickly...
You said it smells like a hospital, so is that like a medicine check?
Medicine would tell you which of those things are medicine, but it would not necessarily tell you which of those things are explodey.
Okay.
Hang on one sec. I'm just taking a quick look at a character sheet.
Nope, you're good.
It would be... I would give you a nature check. I would give you... I would give you Arcana... Nature or Arcana. Yep.
Something intelligence based. Great.
Wonderful for our fearless leader.
I mean, red ones are supposed to be explodey, right? You see a couple of red ones.
And that's exactly what I tell Bren as I whip out the little flask of alchemist fire that I have.
Okay.
Yes. Absolutely yes.
So I think if we throw this at the red ones...
Yes. Boom.
Any objections?
None. I look at Messy. None.
Nuts. Leech actually looks excited.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm just looking at Silent Fist and being like, this happens a lot. You might want to just take a step back.
Brenly leans in.
Okay.
Brenly has she forgotten the last time fire lost her eyebrows?
I was gonna say she's only begun regrowing her eyebrows.
Yeah, they're nice and sparse.
To be fair, we were really close to the explosion that time.
Yeah.
Like.
Yes,
this
because you opened the door
Okay.
with a hammer.
It's gonna be. It's actually gonna be a dex check. Well, actually, let me rephrase. I will allow you to do it one of two ways. If you just want to get it in there, strength check. If you want to get it somewhere specific in there, dex check.
I'd like to specifically throw it at the. You said there was a red thing, so I'm going to throw it at the red thing.
Okay.
And I have an inspiration still from some time
Yes, you
that
do.
I would like to burn
Okay.
for this. Oh, God.
Okay. I'll give it to you. Actually, I'll give it to you. So,
Nice.
so
So
you
she pops around the corner and goes, "Wah!"
so you managed to hit the red thing, which is right here-ish. Sorry, it's actually. Hang on. Where's my fire? Oh, good.
Where is it?
Relight my fire. Your love is my only desire. Sorry.
I've been holding on to that for so long, and I wanted to use it on something.
No, that is totally
There
okay.
you go.
Is that the one I gave you?
No, we've had that forever.
We've had that
since,
for even longer.
yeah,
Mm.
that was like before Bloomba, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so the fire hits right there, just on the edge of it. Like, as you're chucking it, there's a moment where it's in the air and you're not sure it's going to hit. But it manages to hit just barely. Some of the alchemist fire hops into the open tub of red liquid, and it burns and smokes and smells terrible. There is no explosion. However, it rapidly fills the entire room and the hallway that you are in with smoke.
Oh, good.
it
We're
is-
going to asphyxiate.
It is acrid and terrible, and everyone needs to make Constitution checks.
Oh.
We're rolling Constitution save. Or
Yes,
check?
Constitution save.
Oh.
Save. Sorry, ignore that.
Alright. Ignore
Oh
that.
God.
How
I
the
rolled
barbarian?
The same thing.
Oh, well, he rolled a 1. Yeah. Okay.
Fuck it.
However,
I'm
none
using
of you
my-
made the save.
Using my,
Um,
I'm using my inspiration.
shit.
Can I re-roll?
yes, you can.
Okay. Fuck that.
No.
No. Alright.
Okay. You are all temporarily incapacitated as you are doubled over and vomiting.
Blah.
Because it smells so bad?
Because it is actually
Fuck.
poison gas that you've just released.
Yes!
Ooh.
I always wanted to make that.
Leech is fine because the moment that Glory threw that, Leech went, "Oh shit!" and ducked, and he is beneath the smoke.
I
Smart
am
boy.
like gasping out threats against Glory's person
Yeah.
as I vomit.
Is
They
it
are
like
unintelligible,
Can I do the-
but they are meaningful.
As you are all
Incoherent but angry.
as you are all doubled over, you recognize that if you are on your stomach, then you are free of the gas, and it only makes you sick while you're inhaling it actively.
As I am,
but that does require you-
As I am crouching down, I am casting prestidigitation to get rid of the vomit.
Okay.
My own, not other people's, just mine.
That's
Fuck
fine.
y'all.
Well, you're gonna have to walk through all theirs.
I will avoid it.
Okay.
I will avoid it.
I'll fling it at you.
Oh my god. You do realize though that you are so currently you are all prone, and unable to take action for a round. Okay. But do please roll initiative as from inside the alchemist's room you hear someone shout, "My experiments! No!" And you have a very angry ghost and a somewhat confused ghost who are coming up to see you.
It's like the plot of Casper. What is with all the fucking crits today? I swear to God. I've been rolling so many twos.
Okay.
Only one or the other.
Jage, I think you forgot to add to click on your token when you did that.
Oops.
That it's okay. I'll just add you custom. That's fine.
Okay.
Thotham, add, Leech, add, and Ghost. Ghosts, add. So Leech continuing his luck at a 10. Thotham got an 18, and the Ghosts are moving at 15. Okay. So, Mr. Barbarian, sir, what would you like to do? Oh, you can't do anything because you are vomiting. So that is your turn. You are no longer vomiting, and at the beginning of your next turn, you will be able to start moving and taking reactions and whatnot. You're helpless until the beginning of your next turn.
Quick question before we go to that.
Yeah.
Does my danger sense apply here? Would that be considered surprise or no?
You know that you're in danger.
Okay.
There's really nothing for it. Like, you're just screwed.
Okay.
So the ghosts will take their turn, and this one will walk up to Glory, and this one will walk up also to Glory, but really friendly. And they will both. So you can tell now. One is an older male, with what looks like a sort of a ghostly beard. And very small spectacles, wearing a sort of a lab coat. And he points at you, Glory, and says, You've ruined my experiments! Beyond lifetimes I have been striving to find the perfect potion, and you've destroyed it in an instant with your ignorance, always tearing at me, trying to destroy my creations. You Philistines! You ignoramuses! I will take all of... And he just continues ranting for his entire turn.
Can you kill a ghost? Would
Yes.
that be like re-deading them?
Well, yeah. You can exercise them.
Exercise.
Yeah, but that's like mailing them somewhere. I never thought of it as killing them. Just like,
Well, it's helping them to cross over where they should have been already.
eh.
So really, we're doing them a favor.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
This is my job.
The one who is next to the one who is ranting is younger looking. Anyway, I mean, they're still ghosts. But looks younger, female, also wearing a lab coat, long hair down the back. She has much larger glasses. And she looks frankly bored by what's happening. And she reaches out, though, and with a ghostly fist will attempt to punch Glory from beyond the grave. And let's see if she can connect. And she does not. She fails to hit. Bleh. And you feel the fist kind of like go through you. She pulls her fist back, looks at it, shakes a little bit, and that's her turn. Brenly, it is your turn.
All right, so I'm puking into my hands and throwing it at Messy.
You're throwing what at Metzi? Oh, really?
Well, isn't that this is the turn I have to take where I'm puking?
Oh, yeah. This is the puke turn. Okay, so
Yeah.
you meekly attempt to throw some of your own vomit at another character. You fail to do
You're
so.
going to hit me.
Probably, yeah. It's simply just on you.
I'm behind Leech, and I'm on the floor. So for once, he's taller than me.
Yeah, he wouldn't care.
Brenly is a dirty girl. Okay. Glory.
In the less fun sense.
Vomit turn, right?
Yep, vomit turn. You can sort of generally do a roleplay thing.
As he's just ranting off me, like.
Okay.
Talk a little bit at him.
Okay.
You talk too much.
That's why we're friends.
Leech will crawl 1, 2, 3. And then he will, to the old guy, he will hold up his hands and he will say, "Be gone! Cross over already!" And then
Fuck off!
and then a brilliant white light will come out of his hands. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Plus 3. Boink. Boink. Okay. The old guy is hurt by this. As he takes damage that hurts him quite a lot, actually. It seems like whatever Leech did hurt him more than it ordinarily might. So it's actually minus Jesus. Okay. All right, so...
Jesus, that's a lot.
Yes, minus... Well, in this case, it actually is a little bit minus Jesus. And Metzi, it is your turn to not be doing very much. You get rid of your vomit.
Vomiting, it's actually like weirdly like chunks, like hairbally chunks.
Oh god. Okay.
I am also just swearing and making threats against Glory, including pissing on her armor until it rusts. And just throwing up.
Okay.
When I have finished doing that, I will prestidigitate all my vomit away.
Good. At least we're clean.
You're the best.
Yeah, thank you for tuning into new to the party. And oh god.
And our bodily fluid discussion.
Jage, Silent Fist, what you doing, buddy?
All right. So in order to stand up, I'd have to use half of my move, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is it? Can I tell if it's safe to stand up yet?
It is not safe to stand up yet.
Not safe to stand up yet. I am going, and crawling is at what speed?
Half.
Half. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20. Done. That's my turn.
Okay. The ghosts. The first one who was shouting was suddenly made quite silent by Leech. And he is now unsure of exactly who to direct his ire towards. And so will attempt to... actually, he is going to cast a spell. Yeah, okay, that's how that'll go.
Thank you, the Kitten Hugs, for hosting.
Thank you, Kitten Hugs! Woo!
Thank you.
Okay, roll 1d20 plus 6. Okay. First one hits Leech. Second one hits Leech. Third one hits Glory. So, I need to roll damage.
Since they're both on the ground, can I use my shield to help Glory?
Just like,
Say that one more time?
Since we're both on the ground, can I use my shield to protect Glory?
It's a spell effect? I mean,
Okay.
you could have... I'm going to say... Oh, no. You can't because you don't get full control of your actions until the beginning of your next turn.
Perfect.
So... Oh,
Wait, is it a ranged attack?
yeah.
Or touch?
It
Does
is,
range...
it is a ray.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
doesn't ranged have disadvantage if you're in melee range, or is that just?
Or prone?
Not in this way, no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Just making sure.
Okay, so Leech is going to take 18 damage. Leech is not very happy, and 9 necrotic damage is going to hit Glory.
Ow.
Leech, that's fine. Do it up. Okay, that definitely hits. Roll damage.
No, it just goes. They have to make a dex save against...
Oh, that's right. That's the 27 fire damage. Right.
Nice.
Oh, that hurts. I don't like it.
No. No.
Alright,
Oh.
Okay, he dissipates from existence.
Bye bye.
So as he hits you, you hit him, and he goes, "Pff,"
Ah hell.
and his form
Sad
is gone.
demon.
Uh,
Who are you gonna call? Call Glory.
The girl next to him looks at him and says, "Okay, good. I'm done. What do you want?" And she puts her hands up.
Oh,
Do
We're out of rounds.
it looks around like, what do we want?
I'm gonna crawl up here and just be like, oh.
Can you help with the gas? Just kind of crawling forward.
What gas? Oh, this. Yeah, hang on. And she floats back into the place and hovers over the thing, and she casts a little spell, and the fire is put out. And about 3 seconds after the fire is put out, the smoke stops being produced. The tub is about 3/4 empty.
The fuck was that?
Well, that was a combustible poison gas. It's much safer for transport. It doesn't just go off when you open it. You have to apply fire to it to make it happen, which you did.
How horrible.
We're pretty good at that. What else?
So, if you don't kill me, and you leave me to my research, because now I have control of the lab, I'll make some stuff for you and see you on your way, and then I'll close the door behind you and forget this ever happened.
Yeah, I like it.
I kind of stop Brennan right there. I want to believe you, but you are undead. You do not belong here.
Okay, let's not
Well,
discriminate.
hey, we don't
I
have
want
to be
know
so
who
hasty.
you're working for. I don't really care if you're dead or not. I want to know who you're doing the research for.
The paladin cares that it's undead.
Okay.
The warlock doesn't.
I don't know who to answer. There are a lot of you talking. Now no one's talking.
Right. Did you ask a question, Glory, or did you just yell at her for something she can't help?
Oh no, I accused her of being undead and just... It was a threat.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
What I figured.
Okay.
All right.
So,
I'm gonna step forward up into the room, and I'm gonna ask again. I want to just be really intimidating. Who do you serve?
Okay. If you would actually like to intimidate, roll intimidate. There you go. I serve Thyalevicon, the black dragon who lives at the heart of this castle.
I'm just gonna turn around and look at the party, like not ready for that answer.
Or he vomits a little bit again and says, Black dragon?
Yeah.
Black dragon?
what does your research do? What are you trying to do?
Well, we technically completed the research that he asked for, like, I don't know, 3 centuries ago?
Faster answer, smaller words. Just.
The research he wanted was to see if we could find a way to enhance his breath weapon, which we did. Hence all of the poison gases that we have around here.
Do you have antidotes for those?
He didn't ask for that, and we didn't think to make them. I'm
And
dead!
what
I
does he
I don't die from this.
What has he asked for since then? Or have you just been playing?
Nothing. We just have a fully stocked alchemist lab. 400 years ago, people just brought us a bunch of stuff, and they just keep bringing us stuff. I can make healing potions. I can make, I made a potion of giant strength the other day. I made, let me see. Does one of you want to be a different gender? I can do that. It only lasts for about a week, but I can do it.
Yes.
That seems complicated. Healing potions sounds good.
I want the
got
giant
any?
strength one.
Okay.
Got any?
What was your question? I'm sorry. Angry one? Angry cat person?
Healing potions. You
Yeah.
got any?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on. And
Where are they?
Just hang on. I have a very careful organizational system here, and it requires patience. So just yep. And
I
she
don't have any of that.
she pulls out a clipboard and she flips a few pages, and then she
Oh
looks
my
up
God.
at some shelves, and then she sort of floats upwards towards some shelves, and she gets a crate, and then she takes a look at her clipboard and sort of awkwardly, because she's still holding a crate, flips through another couple of pages, and then goes around to the other side and gets another crate, and she hovers back down, and she says, "Okay, 6 healing
It's
potions.
good to know people are still irritating when they're dead. That's
6.
a constant.
I thought I did a good thing. Here's your 6 healing potions. Okay, all right.
Thank you. Thank you. That was genuine. Take them.
And then here are 2 potions of giant strength.
Oh, over there.
Who wants them? I'll just-
Me.
The little one.
Okay.
1 to Brennan, 1 to Silent Fist, I think.
I was just writing down all of them in our joint
Yeah.
inventory.
Good.
Um,
Or whatever.
I don't know if I'm getting the name right, but what they will do is they will, for 1 minute, set your strength to 20.
Yeah. That sounds awesome.
And then she says, do you guys need anything else? I've got I could replace your alchemist fire that you threw at me, but or other stuff. I mean, it's kind of, what do you want?
You've been stuck here for centuries with a dragon,
Yeah,
and you're a researcher.
yeah.
Any chance you've got a bit of information on what it wants, what it's doing, what can kill it, why it's here? That kind of...
Okay, hold those questions and then ask them one at a time.
Is this considered a short rest while we're just sitting around talking?
You have to tell me that you're taking a short rest intentionally.
Lori would like to just sit down against the wall and take
Okay,
some care.
you can take a short rest.
Do you know what the dragon is doing here?
It lives here.
Do you know what it wants?
Gold and other valuables.
Do you know any good ways to hurt and or kill it?
I'm a ghost. No.
Well, you should know more than most what kills people.
I wasn't always a ghost.
Well, then you had to die.
Right. Who killed me, do you think?
The dragon.
Yeah.
See,
So
now,
would you be upset if we went and killed the dragon?
Not particularly.
Cool.
someone
we
who
don't have to
killed
worry
me
about-
would have at least...
We don't have to worry about it.
What can I do?
You go! You go!
I'm a research student.
And you didn't research how to get vengeance? Honestly.
There's no books here for that.
What kind of books do you have?
One's about making potions.
I would like to take a short rest.
Yeah.
Just gonna
You're all
walk
taking a
away.
short rest.
Yeah, I took one hit die.
Unfortunately, I want to
Okay.
walk away from this conversation. Just
Um,
yeah.
So just a reminder with the way short rests work, particularly for Jage. So you'll see that you've got a thing there that says hit die and roll hit die and stuff like that in the center of your sheet.
Mm-hmm.
When you take a short rest, you can roll a hit die, or however many you want. You guys have 5. And when you do that, you will heal the amount that you roll. So you've got 5 hit dice worth of short rest healing that you can all take without taxing Leech's healing spells.
What mine?
I'm good
Oh.
because Leech had healed me at the end of the last encounter.
Okay.
I haven't been hit yet.
Same.
Oh, I do have... Oh, well, I do have one thing.
What you got?
Well, so dragons are protected by, chitinous armor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hmm?
I've got a really good acid.
Love it. Love where you're going.
I only have one, and it's volatile, meaning that if it gets hit in the wrong way, it could explode.
Love it.
Lori points at Metzi.
But I have it, and you could have it, if that'll make you happy and go away.
It will.
Okay, hang on. And she floats around to the back of one of her shelves, and she comes back with a single potion. And inside the potion is a sickly green liquid. It is very thick. It is like cough syrup and molasses, but neon green.
Ooh.
Ooze.
Delicious.
Threaded turtle.
So who wants to carry it?
Let's
Nope.
see.
Mm-mm. Nope. No burny things near the fur.
You're the
well-
least likely to get hit.
Leech looks
Leech?
up and says, I'll do it. I'll put it in my
There.
meatiest bag. It'll give it padding.
So cushion, yeah, I like that.
Plus,
Okay.
you know what? Actually, hang on. And Leech like unpops the cork and like puts like just a very teeniest bit of like his finger in, and then he.
Oh, no.
And you can see it like smoking off of his tongue a little bit, and he puts the cork back
What
on. And
is
he goes,
wrong
"Oh,
with you?
hey, that's spicy. Okay, all right, sure."
Spicy water.
And then he puts it back in his bag.
Okay.
I love him.
Me too.
All right, so out of character, do we just want to steal all of her stuff and leave her there, or
Yeah.
I mean-
I'm good
So
with-
let me try this maybe
Okay.
before that. So I'm moving next to where you were sitting,
Mhm.
and with all this, I haven't interacted, and I just say to you, I don't trust her. I don't know why she's treating us so well.
Of course not. She's a ghost. They're undead. They can't be trusted.
So much eye rolling. All the eye rolling.
I need everyone to make perception checks.
Okay.
Also, by the way, whenever someone says something, if you want to determine whether or not you trust them or not, you can always roll insight. Don't forget that.
That's right. I forgot. May I also
yeah.
see if it?
The time has passed now on the things that
Yep.
she has previously said, but just remember that for future.
Okay.
No, none of you see the thing that you could have seen. I know something you don't know.
You know a lot of things I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's his job.
Hold on. Too late to use one of my lucky points?
No, you could use a lucky point.
Okay. I'm going to use my lucky point.
I love that feat.
Hold on. Where am I? Perception.
Hey!
Ooh.
Okay, here's what you see. Unfortunately, you're unable to stop it from happening, but you at least see that it happens.
Damn it.
Mhm.
As you guys are talking, and as the ghost is talking with you and being super nice and helpful, you notice that the ghost surreptitiously reaches her hand underneath the table and does something.
Pushes a button.
They have a silent alarm.
Wouldn't you, if you were a dragon?
I just get up, look at Glory and go, "This does not prove your point." And then look at her and go, "What the fuck did you just do?
I didn't do anything. I gave you guys a bunch of potions you wanted.
You're lying. Trust me, I can tell."
I mean, okay.
Nutsy does know a lot about lying.
It's too.
Oh, the irony. You did something, and I want to know what you did when you reached under the table.
I mean, you can come over here and take a look.
You have 3 seconds to tell me before I kill you. Or try to kill you, and I'm sure these people would help.
Yep.
I will look under the table.
At least she'd help.
So it's going to be that way, huh?
Apparently. I don't like being lied to.
Oh. Okay.
You tried to punch me, and just Gloria's gonna take a swing.
Well,
Ah,
okay. That's fine. So our initiative counts will stay where they were.
oh my goodness.
It's gonna start. So the ghost and the ghost moves slightly faster than Glory and was in the middle of doing a thing. So Glory is like pulling out mace and heading over. But remember, you guys were resting.
We were just kind of like.
And so the ghost will turn even less visible than she was before, become a sort of a gaseous cloud, and dissipate into a ceiling grate, and is gone.
I want to look under the table and see what she may have done.
Do you look?
Yes.
Okay. There's definitely a button. The button is fairly clearly labeled "Silent Alarm."
Cool.
Ring
No
only.
picture though.
Well, she's a nerd. They gotta be thorough.
Yeah, ring only in emergency. Yeah, it looks like it's made out of the medieval equivalent of a Dymo labeler.
Yep, that seems right. All right, we should run.
Can we just really quickly pick up our clipboard, see if there's anything else useful that we can take?
Sure, you can pick up the clipboard. Do you speak or read? I'm trying to remember what the fuck it is. Sylvan. Sorry.
No.
Elvish? That's all I got.
Nope. Sylvan is different. It is the language of the Fae.
Oh, hell no.
No. Then it just looks like a bunch of loops and curly cues.
Oh, God, why?
Is that crate that she brought down still here?
Oh,
Or is it
yeah.
empty? Is it empty?
No. I mean, the crate that she brought... She gave you the things she gave you. She did not lie about those things, as far as you can tell, without drinking them yourself and determining.
That's
I mean,
a worrying
Was that
statement.
all that was in the crate that she brought down then? Or is there any bottles left inside of it?
She brought you a crate with 6 healing potions in it.
Oh, okay, never mind. We're good. We're going. Goodbye.
We gotta go.
Bye.
All right. Where do you go now?
Proceeding down the hallway.
I'm following Glory.
Right here, looking around this open room area. Do I see anything fishy?
So, no. This area here, by the way, is a door.
Okay.
So, no. You see a slightly broken down corner. There's really not much in it. There are some blood stains and blood smears that lead up to a bloody door. The door is mostly stone with patches of wood and leather, and it is closed. There is a sort of a grated opening up top, from which the stench of decay is wafting out.
Where is the grate again?
It's in the door, and the door is, here.
Okay.
Some of us are following our noses.
Okay.
I'm following the blood mirrors, which is just as good.
Okay, looking in, because I assume that's what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You can see what looks like one fully armored knight with a great sword strapped to his back. Not to his back, because that's nonsense. Sorry. With a great sword strapped to his side at an odd angle. And he is directing, it looks like, several kobolds torturing people? The remnants of people? It's hard to tell exactly from the angle that you've got. But they're doing things with torture devices, racks, and other implements to people who are on those racks and other implements.
The instant that Brenly sees people being tortured, she'd be like going in.
Okay. I mean, if we need to do that, we can do that.
Yeah, torch is fucked up. We're going.
Yeah.
We're jiggling the doorknob. Is there a doorknob?
There is a knocker, but it looks like the door just pushes. It's just really heavy. Hang on.
On 3.
Because I have to add...
The torturees.
No. Or, yeah, the torturers, not the torturees. No, the torturees are not in so much a position to do very much of anything about anything. So the knight moves on 8. The kobolds move on 6. And I'm just going to start us back up with our prior initiatives, unless anyone objects to that idea.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So, technically, it is our barbarian friend who gets to go first.
Okay. So I am going to just straight, like, kick this door.
Okay.
Sparta kick.
Heck yes.
These two.
And I will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 into the room. There.
Okay, hang on. Sorry, I'm trying to center my view a little bit better. There we go. Okay, you move in, you kick open the door, you move up to the knight. What do you do?
Kicking counts as one of my actions.
Okay.
Kicking the door. Does it?
No, it'll just take off your movement.
Take off my movement. Okay, cool. And I am going to go ahead and reckless attack. I'm going to pull out my greatsword and reckless attack.
So does that mean that you're raging?
No.
I don't think. Can you reckless attack if you're not raging?
It doesn't say rage has to be on.
Okay, then reckless attack it is.
All right. When you make your first attack, you can decide to.
I know why normally you would do the two together. Is because you're leaving yourself open to retribution. Yes. Yeah, but that's fine. Yep. Okay, so make your attack.
All right. So the 17?
17 will miss.
Okay. And I will go ahead and take my second attack.
Okay.
Oh, yikes.
Yep. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, still missing.
Fun times.
It happens.
He is wearing full armor. He is as armored as Glory and Brenly.
Okay. And I can still choose to rage, correct? Because I
Yes,
doesn't
you
use
can.
my bonus. I am now raged. I'm angry that I missed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brenly.
Friendly.
I heard robot.
Friendly.
Okay.
I speak robot.
Good.
Does 20 hit?
That hits. Okay. You hit him for 6. The 13 will miss. The 10 will miss. Glory?
Maul out, rushing in. And 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I get here, or is there stuff in the way?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, you can do that. Yeah, you're like, it's a little awkward, but you're okay.
Mhm. And would that count as flanking?
No. No.
Thank you, Dev Chatter. Okay. Just checking.
I want to say yes, but I think no. No.
It would make sense not, because if there's stuff in the way, then I
Right.
don't really.
Yeah, I'm going to go with no. I'm going to go with no.
Okay.
We just got a sweet host, by the
Oh,
way.
wow. Oh, my good golly. Thank you very much, Dev Chatter. Holy crap. And
What's
hello,
up?
people watching Dev Chatter's stream. Nice to see all of you. Well, I suppose I can't actually see you, but nice to have you seeing
Be
me.
seen by you.
Yes.
Nice to
Aha.
be seen by you.
All right, so back into
You're
our game.
welcome.
Violence.
Bring on the blood.
Okay. Oh shit. All right. Well, so you crit, so that works. Give me some damage action. Minus 19. Yeah, he's not happy about that.
Swinging again.
Okay.
Damn.
Miss.
That's
That's a whiff. Okay, so that is Glory's turn. Leech, who will walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there, and then says, "Ah, more kobolds!" But doesn't actually do anything. And then the knight finally says, "Who are you to interrupt my work?" And then he will attempt to slash at Glory, I think, actually has done the most damage to him. So that's who he's going for.
Like,
Slash roll 1d20 plus 8. Does a 16 hit you? No. Does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
Yes. So slash roll 2d6 plus 4. Take. Oh my God! He rolled a 1 and a 2 for damage. You lucky so and so. Okay, so take 7 points of slashing damage as he hits you with the sword that is about as big as Thotham's.
Wow.
That was slashing damage?
Yes.
Let's not measure our swords in public, gentlemen.
Yes, I know. You do, in fact, have heavy armor, Master, so reduce the 7.
Oh,
I remembered it this
Glory
time.
so much.
So, yeah, it only ended up doing 4 to you. Yeah.
Takes the hit and smiles.
The kobolds all go, "Oh my God, our master!" And one will move there, one will move there, one will move there. Actually, this guy will move there, because now they are flanking Brenly. Actually, wait, hang on. Can this guy get 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, they're not dumb. Okay, so
Well,
they're not. They're actually not. Like, if you take a look at their stat block, they're not totally stupid, and it even specifies that they're like tactical thinkers. They're cunning. Okay, so we're gonna go top to bottom, left to right. So the first one will. Boop, 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 boop.
McDonald's?
A 15 misses, a 14 misses. So the first one misses hitting Glory. The one now down towards the bottom left will attempt to hit Brenly. A 22 hits, 15 misses, but that's okay because the 22 hit. And then the one on the other side of Brenly, 12 misses, a 20 hits. So, Brenly's going to take 2 hits. And she will get Snuck Attack for 17 and 20.
Dang. I'd like to
Kobold
parry.
rogues, baby.
Dang.
I didn't know they were rogues. Shit.
So, you would like to parry?
Yes.
Yes, do it up. And, okay. You can use your reaction and expend 1 superiority die to reduce the damage by the number you roll on your superiority die plus your dex. So roll your superiority die.
Which is a D8. Okay. Wow.
You reduce it
Well-
by 1! Plus your dex modifier.
Which is 0.
You reduce it by 1!
Woo!
If you're still sitting on an inspiration or a boon or some other gift from a
I
person,
am.
I will allow you to expend it to re-roll it.
Okay, yes. I have, in fact, yeah, I have.
Right, Jim de Bison?
Oof.
These guys are vicious. Fragile, but vicious.
There we go.
That's better. I like that.
That's better.
Okay. So you reduce it by 8.
Well, which it still hurts, but that is better. Okay.
Yeah, see, you thought kobolds, we can just ignore them. Metzi, it is your turn.
I am going to run up and flank this chappie who can play at that game. And I'm going to hit that one with my Macahuitl. It's not getting enough love today.
It is
so.
not. And don't you get a second attack with it now?
Yep, I do. Not, yeah.
Well, that surely hits. What's the minimum damage you can do?
I have no idea, and I'm too high to figure it out.
Okay, just roll.
Sorry, I'm slowing down.
That's fine. Click it. 7's enough.
Hey.
That one is dead. Ah! You still have, I think you still have some movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can still move 2 squares. So you could actually get to the one on the other side of Brenly before you use your second attack.
Oh, goody.
Because you can go diagonal one, like diagonal forward one, and then forward one more.
There?
Yep, exactly there.
Okay.
And then take your second Macahuedal attack. That will miss, and you do not get advantage, as far as I'm aware.
I have advantage from Met Scale. Can I use it?
Yes.
Yay! Okay, gonna that because I just I want this. I want this dead.
An 11 will hit.
Yay!
Okay.
Roll damage. That is just barely enough. It is dead. You slash right through its tiny little dragon-like head.
Metzi is having an adverse reaction to this much blood in a room, so he is like breathing hard and not looking at anything in particular.
Like, it's okay. This is okay. Yeah. No, totally understood.
Like cat pupils fully dilated like that, like just the black circle. Like
We call that cracking out.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
There are no horses in the room. Be careful, people.
We were dogs without horses. Thotham, tell me what's up.
Quick question.
Yep.
So with my frenzy, which I haven't used yet for my path of berserker,
Yeah.
is my exhaustion? I have to do a full rest, or does that reset at each session?
Say that one more time.
So with my frenzy, is the one that I get exhaustion.
Uh-huh.
Does that reset after rest, or is that going to be like the way you've done exhaustion in the past, where it's per session?
It's a long rest. The only reason why in the past it lasted multiple sessions is because they didn't get a chance to actually take a long rest.
Okay. Thank you. That answered my question.
Yep.
So I'm still raged.
Okay.
I will reckless attack with my great sword
Okay.
at the good night again.
Okay.
good.
He's a night.
So nice.
Night, night.
The second one
Okay.
definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage. For 12. Okay. And then you get your second attack.
And I will do the same thing again.
Okay. The 8 and 12 will miss.
That is my turn.
Okay. Brenly. You just got stabbed, and then both the things that stabbed you are now gone.
Yeah, I'm processing that. She kind of like side-eyes Metzi and like does like a little nod, but doesn't actually say thank you, and then swings at the knight.
Ooh.
Fucking another crit. All right,
Oh.
give me damage.
Damn.
She does.
Do you steal another kill? You do. How do you want this to happen?
I'm sorry, guys. But Brenly's not. Brenly, like, it's like stabbed on the side and like by these little dragon things, which actually aren't that little to her. They're like her size. And then Messi comes and like slays them, which never happens. And she's just like, okay. And then just like slices clean through like his gut. One
Okay.
intestine.
Yeah, his intestines get all mixed up in his armor, and it's just a horrible, smelly mess, which doesn't bother you at all.
Nope.
You still have movement and one more attack, and there is still one more kobold
I
alive.
do. And okay.
Damn it, Thra.
Absolutely want to do that.
Yes, they are now X trails.
And this is
He's
like
been
the
fonged.
this is the last guy in the room, right? Okay, cool. I want to like drop my shield and swing my sword two-handed.
Okay, do it up.
Ah.
You hit,
Oh wait, he's what?
and it is dead. He be deed.
D-E-D dead.
Yeah, you. So, in one turn, Brenly just kind of goes ape shit. and
out barbarians the barbarian.
Out barbarians everybody, yeah. It just slashes the guy in half and then toddles forward on her tiny little legs.
Welcome to life with Brenly.
And then smashes the kobold in half. And that is her turn.
Indeed it is.
Good job, Bren. That was great. Thank you.
Yeah, gross.
Metzi
She
is
disemboweled someone. It smells.
Not really.
For what it's
Metzi
worth,
is immediately going to the nearest half-dead person and he's not paying attention to anything else, just trying to get them, like, out of shackles, chains, ropes.
Yeah,
etc.
definitely.
And see how badly off they are.
A quick medicine check from anyone who wants to make a medicine check.
Okay. Oh, it's gonna be shit. Yeah, it was shit. Yeah. Metzi just cares. He doesn't know anything, but he cares.
Okay. I'm going to pause for just one moment. So there's an argument about bards, and so just for a bit of context, because Jim DeBison is new. So I have been gifted this mug, and I have been required to show it off, because Jim, while I, in my heart, agree with you, I have been browbeaten into agreeing that bards can be, in some limited circumstances, when played by particularly good players, kind of a little bit awesome.
Bards always scare me because do you have to sing? I couldn't sing.
I mean,
I'm not good at limericks. I just
I don't think I have to sing.
I get as far as there once was a man from Nantucket, and I just can't go any further.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Actually, in my opinion, cool bards are ones that are like the Doof Warrior from Fury Road. The the guy with the electric guitar who was like suspended from the moving semi.
With the fire.
Right, exactly. That's a good bard, in my opinion. But apparently, I'm sorry guys, we have to end the stream because I've been fired by Throck. So I'm sorry, that's it. That's the end. New to the party is over. I guess we're gonna wrap
We
it
had
up.
a good run, I guess.
Yeah. Well, shit. Okay. All right. Well.
At least we're going out on a victory.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay. All right. So.
Also, by the way, I am checking out this person. There's a lot of skin contact. Just saying it, so I don't have to say it later.
That's
I
fine.
mean, are you dead?
Actually, the voice. So you don't realize this. You walk over and you're like trying to like move or help or do something.
Anything.
And you do hear, "Hello.
Time.
I know that it's early, but I wanted to let you know physical contact with a corpse doesn't count."
Not the time.
Well, it seemed like the time. You don't usually
Shut
like
up. Shut up.
touching
Shut up.
corpses.
Just not now.
Okay, goodbye.
Did we hear this?
By George. No, well, we hear
none
Metzi.
none
I
of
guess.
you.
Yeah, do we hear Metzi?
Yeah, you definitely hear Metzi. You don't hear what Metzi's talking to.
No, this is the time. We have to save them if we can.
So Shakes, what you know is that you could maybe save it. You don't know. You don't know what a dead body really like.
I'm not
Silent.
usually this close to them.
Yeah, Silent Fist. You've seen dead bodies a lot, and you know that these are dead. These are very dead.
These are dead.
Yep. Cubit, what you know, and Moogs as well, is that not only are these dead, but they have been dead for a long, long time. You're not exactly sure of their age, but if you had to guess, I mean, something on the tone of years. You're not certain exactly what sort of, like, alchemical or magical effect is keeping them viable as, like, cadavers as opposed to, like, rotting away, but they are definitely very, very, very dead.
Okay.
Metzi is also having a bit of a moment, so it's partially desperation of just trying to save anyone from this room.
Also, perception checks all around. Sorry, I should have asked for that earlier too. And while you guys are doing that, I'm pulling a thing up. Okay, Shakes and Moogs, the two of you, you guys don't actually find very much. But hang on, because some of you do find something, and I just need to pull something up from my own notes.
Is there a door to this room?
That's what I'm looking at too.
So
the
there are some extra. So hang on. So that's where the perception checks come in. So what? Okay. Sorry, I just need to. There it is. Okay. Brenly.
Yes.
You see that there is a door to a small, like, dungeon room, on, like, right in front of you. It is right here. It is set into the stone very smoothly, so that if you either didn't know it was there or, like, weren't looking for it, it's extremely difficult to see.
Okay.
Silent Fist, what you notice, when when Glory is, like, moving their cadaver around, is that the person has a chrysanthemum tattoo on, like, right underneath where their arm would be, like, right on the rib cage.
Okay.
Has someone told me that these people are dead yet?
No, we assume that you realize.
We assume, yeah.
So I guess I will walk over to where Gloria is by the body and just say, this tattoo looks like the banner outside. Because I don't know what the chrysanthemum means because I wasn't there.
Has everyone looked at? Oh yeah, this is a pretty flower. Oh.
Like, I'm in the background doing, like, chest compressions on a fucking corpse.
Your dead corpse. Good.
Well,
And then I'm like, hey guys, and I like push on the door.
The door opens, and you can see in it the things that are shown there. Two cots, there's some blood, but on the foot of one of the beds are some handwritten notes on parchment.
Can I read them?
You can. They're in a form of common that is somewhat outdated. Like, very outdated. Like, every once in a while there's, like, a word or two that just seems a little weird. But you suss out the general meaning. And what you figure out, and you don't get the exact translation, you're going more based on, like, your understanding of the language. But it is a note from one of Zelen Vale's soldiers that says essentially, they're coming, we know they're coming, we know they found out about us, we're going to hold them off as long as we can, but you should assume that our fort has been overrun. You are blocked off to the south. Do not send supplies, do not send a rescue. We will give you as much time as we can, fortify and prepare. And it is marked to send from Lieutenant something or other, but it clearly never was sent.
Sad. And that's pretty much all there is in that room.
Yeah, the rest are like doodles and scribbles. Someone was trying to draw a flower, not a chrysanthemum, just like some like random like a crocus or a field flower of some kind.
Okay. I take the letter with me.
Okay. Mark that somewhere in your equipment, like.
Okay.
Yeah. Unsent warning to Vale or something like that. I really ought to start typing these things up and giving them as handouts. That's a whole other layer of preparation that I just haven't gotten into yet.
As we're doing this, I would have used lay on of hands to just top myself off, and then I want to try to get rid of the bindings or the shackles on the corpse and get it off like the table.
Okay.
Just
The shackles are actually extremely strong, but it doesn't take much looking around to realize that the kobolds and the knight had keys, and you grab one and unlock them.
I just don't want their bodies to be bound like that. And I
Yep.
want to respectfully stack them up in like the corner or something. Lay them out, not stack.
Yeah.
A respectful pile of corpses.
We want to respectfully play Legos with the bodies.
Lincoln logs.
Yeah, I'm a
There we
builder of
go.
fort. Respectfully.
I will cast prestidigitation on them and clean them up and make sure they're presentable. And if we've got any, I have a set of fine clothes which I'm going to like rip to shreds in order to give them some kind of covering. Just be a bit respectful.
Okay. That is good. That is nice. That is kind. An ultimately futile gesture, but I appreciate it nonetheless. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Rude. So rude.
Okay, so
You know, just for that, I'm going to be extra futile. Okay?
Don't
Metzi
chop
is
his head off.
going.
Don't chop
Metzi
his
is
head off.
going to go around, and Metzi is going to put a gold piece on each of their eyes.
Aw, okay.
Aw.
Yeah. And if that's 3 people, that's 6 gold pieces. I will deduct that now.
Okay, Metzi gains an inspiration for being petty.
Stanley
Leech.
picked up the gold pieces.
No, Brett.
No, she wouldn't. No.
Leech is standing at the doorway still and says, "Hey guys, I'm not going in there. I'll stay here."
That's a good call.
We'll be a sec. Anything else useful in the room that we can suss out?
I'm gonna go stand in the
Knights
doorway
or
with
the
Leech, to be honest.
No, that looks to be about it.
I'm not leaving alone with Leech.
And
Um,
this room?
I'm not paying any attention to him.
You
I
guys
am
didn't
cleaning
find that room.
myself off and just,
Okay.
you know.
That's fine. You threatened to kill him, so.
Leech
still not leaving you
will
alone.
when Brenly walks
we
out.
bonded in the last session.
Yeah,
I
yeah, they
even
did.
patted his shoulder.
Mhm.
Yeah, Leech actually seems pretty cool with Metzi.
That's fine. I'm not.
Okay, okay. Slash roll.
Betsy is ignoring both of you. It's fine.
2d8. Heal 19, Brenly.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Thanks.
When you walk out of the room, Leech goes, "Hey, I meant to do this before." Boom.
Buddy.
I just didn't want to go in there. It was gross.
Yeah, it kind of is, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, is it worse than rolling around in our own vomit?
Yeah. Your vomit's recent. That stuff is old.
Old things are gross.
Who look like they've been dead for? Ugh.
Okay. What do you do? Oh, holy crap! It's 8:49.
Yeah, it is.
I give Leech a crisp high five as I'm walking out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let me see here. I'm just trying to think about whether or not we should do one more room. No, okay, so it's 8:49. I think if we do another one, it's going to take more time. So this is where we're going to pick up from next game. So I know I normally try to like end on some sweet cliffhanger or something, but this week it's not happening that way. By the way, those of you out in the chat, since normally it is Wily Hobbit's job to help pick someone to raid, I would love to hear some voices or votes about who we would like to go raid after this, as we typically like to spread the love. New to the party goes from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern. We're about 10 minutes till 9. Geeks for good. Okay, we can do that. And so we're going to do our quick sort of around pluses and minuses, what we liked, what maybe didn't quite live up, And yeah, we're gonna move on from there. So I would like to start with I want to start with Moogs, since I think I often end with Moogs. So Moogs, I would like to start with you this time.
My first big plus is yay, we have a barbarian! Yay!
Yes! Who can pick locks?
Who can pick a barbarian that can pick
Another
locks.
Criminal! It's not just me. Well, locksmith.
Another character who is just as smart as us.
Hey, thanks, Jage.
Aww.
Thanks for resubbing, buddy. Happy to have our first dungeon. Great. And this is weird. The only minus I have is I thought the displacer beast would be harder.
Okay.
But otherwise, yeah, this is good. I like this.
So about the displacer beast, just as written, they're not that gross, but part of the issue was that, so normally you would use like multiple displacer beasts at a time. One displacer beast, not so big a deal. Because once you get that hit on them, their primary defense is gone, and then they're just a bag of hit points. So I also, if I'd really wanted it to be super evil, it would have been better to be in a somewhat larger space. Being in a hallway really limited it as well. So that's partially on me, but also partially on you guys, because you positioned yourselves really well, and you just stopped it. And so it had the choice of either like run away or 3 attacks of opportunity from 3 heavy ass hitters. It did not want to deal with that, so it just stood there and took its beating.
Melee heavy party.
Yeah, but you'll see at later levels when maybe, I don't know, perhaps there's a possibility of getting hit with more than one at a time. They can be a much more obnoxious fighter in groups. Let's move on to Cubit.
Okay, so my huge, gigantic plus is our new party member. I'm so happy and excited. This is going to be really, really cool. I can already tell. Even if Friendly is a little jealous and doesn't like that there's something that hits harder than she does now, but that's okay. I myself like it. My minus. Ooh. I don't know. I had so much fun. I guess. I don't always like when the enemies are smart because I'm not very tactically intelligent. So when they are like flanking and doing cool sneak attacks and stuff, I'm like, I don't like that.
Okay, fair enough. So about that, now that you guys get 2 attacks around, I'm a little less leery of throwing mean things at you. So the bad guys are going to start getting smarter.
No, it is good. It's just, you know.
Ow, yeah. Yeah, and that was pretty rough. So you got pretty badly mauled there.
Attack.
Yeah. Shakespeare.
That's me.
We got
Plus, I don't want to break the trend. Plus is definitely our shiny new party member. Although I hate you for being taller than me.
I love it.
I love it.
Metzi is gonna have to get used to that. No, I think it's brilliant. It's so much fun to have a Goliath. So shiny. And the abs. I'm not letting the abs go. That's amazing. Just but yeah, minus, I think I'm gonna have to piggyback on what Cubit said, because just having that moment where I realized, like, the next room over that I have made a tactical error because I completely wasted my Hexblade's curse. And I can only use it like once per short rest. I was like, oh, that would have been useful. Because I just realized dungeon crawl implies like pub crawl. There's more than one!
We took short rest. Did you take a short rest?
I did, so I've got it back now, but I've got to remember not to just blow it, because I've only got 2 spell slots, so I've got to stop using them.
Yeah, I haven't used any yet, so I'm like...
I've only got 1 left. But yeah, no, overall good. If I remember any of this in the morning, I will be pleased.
Yay, painkillers.
I will watch this back and be mortified. But right now, I don't care.
Then I'll download it and save it forever.
I hope that when you watch this back, that you appreciate that you were fun, and we all thought you were fun, and it was fine. All right. Jage, our newest member, how was that for you?
So aside from what's already been said, that it's just exciting to be here after watching since the beginning. But I actually was really worried about RPing the character. I know we kind of talked about it last night, how I was thinking about approaching it.
Yeah.
Because just so everyone does know, I originally was had Rogue on the mind, if you can't tell. I thought it was kind of hilarious how how it got introduced today. It just kind of fell into place. That's what I thought was really good. And I think the cherry on the top was that I got to be kind of dumb funny with the hot answer.
Yeah.
Just because of my racial.
So
I looked at my racial and that was my answer.
Beautiful.
I love it. I loved it. It was amazing.
The negative, it was super intimidating. This character, she is intimidating.
Yeah.
That's basically what to say. I just think once I am more comfortable with where everything, and I think I did pretty good, but I think just once I get more comfortable with where everything is, it'll be more comfortable for me
and
to.
you did jump in at level 5 with all these extra skills and stuff, so yeah.
All the bells and whistles.
Right, and I think once we start leveling up and I start getting to put things in piece by piece, that'll get better.
Yeah. For what it's worth, I think you were pretty smooth today. But I definitely can see how it is a bit intimidating. But that is kind of what we're here for. And we're super happy to have you on board. It's pretty cool.
Just rage.
I do want to sort of pour one out for Wiley, who will be back next week, but he did have to miss this week. But thankfully, he's just outside, and he'll just have to, walk down the hallway, and he'll be fine.
He heard the violence and came running.
Is any of the poison gas can find its way outside?
Well, and that's going to be the fun of explaining to him, okay, so this is what's happening where you are.
It took me a minute. I tripped over some cat with tentacles and just,
No, he doesn't have tentacles anymore. I took those.
You and your creepy goblin son look more alike every session.
I took that as a compliment.
Glory wouldn't do this, but I want to make a little hand puppet out of this place here and be like,
Okay. And with that, so real fast, my pluses and minuses. Plus to having our first for realsies dungeon crawl. Plus to having Jade join us. Minuses to having Wiley absent this week. And also minus to stupid dynamic lighting shit that I will have to try to figure out for next game. Hopefully I can figure it out. But if I don't, I won't be super sad. But we'll see what we can do. So Jage, the thing about chroma keying, we can always try it next time if you really feel like it, but I know nothing about it, and I'm not particularly inclined at the moment to add that layer right now. It's one of those things where I go, that's really cool, and I'm fine with it being cool for other people. So we'll see. But I'm not closed off entirely to the idea. I'm just not there yet.
If we have 60 seconds, I can tell you how to try it next week. If not, whenever. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
it's just my setup.
Yeah, then we shall see. Otherwise, in the meantime, it looks like we are going to raid off the table. And so that is going to be pretty sweet. So please do stick around with us while we go and raid off the table. We like to spread the love. The gaming love to sweet and cool peoples. And so let me see. I typed in command roll because that's what I'm used to typing in. Okay, hang on. There we go. So we're going to head on over to Off the Table. So thank you very much for checking in with us. We'll be back next Monday from 6 to 9 p.m. And every Monday after that. and we love you all very much. And we also want to point out that we do have our upcoming event that's going to be our mega stream that's going to happen for 36 hours, and that's for Trans Lifeline, and it's going to be super sweet, and you should keep your eyes up on our channel for notifications or join our Discord. Welcome to the party. Thank you very much. Goodbye! Alrighty.